Laredo, take us out.
Take her out.
All right. Blast off. Take flight each and every Friday night. Join the fun and let's go off-world. Geek out with us live where the nerdiness will thrive. Buckle up and let's go off-world. Toys, comics, pop culture news, movies and so much more. Matthew, Jesse, Curtis, and Sean are your guides on this fun-filled tour. Blast off! Take flight each and every Friday night. Join the fun and let's go off-world. Let's go off-world. Let's go off-world. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go off-world tonight.
Choo choo, woo woo.
Hey, you.
It's OffWorld. I'm gonna do some bitching today, but before I do, Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Kick the tires and light the fires. It's time to go off-world.
I saw you on Latin Legions this past week.
Yeah, that was a
Really
good
cool.
time, man. Hanging out with those guys. That's a fun show.
They're very professional. They do a very professional show, and I actually picked up a couple notes while that show was going on. I noticed Ed was eating a rotisserie chicken during
Yes,
the
sir.
interview, and so I thought I'd bring some nachos tonight and just kind of eat them into the mic as we have the show.
I
So,
mean,
We'll see
you
how
know,
that goes.
it's no rotisserie chicken. It's a little
Yeah.
low class comparatively, but you know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I wanted to kind of go more of a Latin way, you know.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, good point.
So.
Good point. Yeah.
Anywho, and then we got Ryan. Rygon, what you doing? How's it going?
I'm just hanging out on Friday night. You know, I'm ready to
Beautiful.
blast off. Go off-world. Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Looks like somebody else just joined us. Oh, it's Van Johnson.
Hey,
What's going on?
you know, I'm just trying to go off world like the rest of you.
That's cool. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
appreciate you guys joining. Appreciate everybody that's out in the chat. I guess let's get started with some toy pickups. Joe, you're in the driver's seat there, so we'll start with you.
All right. It was a slow week for me, but I did get I was messing around on eBay and managed to snag a black Krampus for $60. So
Well, that's a win.
I figured for retail price, that was a pretty good grab. You know, you'll probably go for a custom, but you know, a lot of useful parts in this one. So
Cool.
yeah. And I don't know. I already unboxed them, but I won another swig on Rick Something's channel.
Oh, nice.
He had a show going on, yeah, and he did a raffle. I got to pick what I wanted, and I was like, man, well, I could definitely
right,
use
yeah, you
another
gotta
swig.
swig.
So,
For sure.
How many?
oh yeah,
How many are you up to so far?
that one was 21, I believe. So,
Okay.
It's a healthy number.
oh yeah,
I mean, Brett has more skeletons at this point. I think he's up to like 35 or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I got
the
a few skeletons hanging out back there with my swigs. They're
Of course, they were
Yeah.
a cheaper price too. They were Legion Builder price, but
yeah. Well, you know, and I've told the story before, but I kind of shot myself in the foot because I was getting a lot of swigs on eBay for really good prices, and then mentioned that on the show, and I haven't gotten one below retail price since. So I learned an important lesson that day. Yeah.
awesome.
What's up, David?
Got a question here from Wholesome Warlock. Curtis, I like the thumbnail pick for tonight. Did anyone help you with it? There's going to be some airing of dirty laundry, and that is definitely part of it. So stay tuned. After toy pickups, we're going to be airing all of the off-world dirty laundry tonight. And we may even get into some Legion's Quest dirty laundry because I'm pissed off about some of that too.
Hell yeah. I'm here for the rage episode.
Just FYI. We'll go to Van next. Van, you got any toys to show off? Besides the ones behind you that you never open.
Oh yeah. Those are prizes for the Purple Gang for one. That's why they don't get opened. And unless y'all want me to start like sending you guys shit that's been unboxed, I'm okay with that. I'll play with it before I send it to you. But I got a Mezco Casey Jones. Hold up, let me grab this guy.
Okay. What do you think that is up there by that big old Brontus?
Are you talking about the Bambi look? No.
Is that what that is?
Is that no? I have no idea.
What do you got up there by the Brontus?
That's a goat. His name escapes me. I haven't seen the movie. It's one of the few Disneys I haven't seen. I think his name is No, it's not Ferdinand. It's Valentino from The Wish.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I was way off.
And he talks, and when you press the button, he like faints and shit. He's a fainting goat.
Nice.
So one of the figures I picked up was
The mask.
Mezco, the mask. This is the bullet hole head sculpt or pimple, depending on where we want to be at with that. He also has it was really unique. Put it in the rear view, but it's like a triple head, and it's for that reaction. It was so cool. This figure just has a shit ton of personality, right? And I know we're all supposed to heat up our figures when we get them, out of the box, but like this dude's just like buttery smooth. I mean, he's just like,
For the amount that you paid for it, you feel like you got your money's worth with the accessories and soft goods and everything?
Oh, absolutely, Curtis. He has like, and this is the comic version. I did not read the Dark Horse comics. This just the head sculpts alone make me want to just the attention to detail on the paint apps and stuff like that. But he's got it's called an Uber gun, and so it's like from the Jim Carrey movie where it pulls out that ridiculous shit. And it's got like plug and play parts, so you can kind of configure your Uber gun the way you want to. And he's got little bombs and stuff like that. So you get a lot for your price point on that. I mean, it is pricey, like if you're comparing it to other figures, sure, but I think like all in shipped, it was just a little over 100, and you've got all that stuff. I mean, not quite Darla Ackerman caliber soft goods, but
pretty nice, though.
It can't all be. It's not bad. He's got I'm trying to remember which Michael Jackson was it. Smooth Criminal, where he does the like leaning forward shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's got straight up Smooth Criminal articulation in his feet. I mean, it's
Annie. Is he okay?
I don't know.
Okay, Annie.
Let us know in the comments if he's okay. In fact. And we're not talking to Alien Ant Farm. We're straight keeping it OG with the Michael Jackson. But
although Alien Ant Farm one is pretty damn good.
It does go hard. It really does. Yeah. So I got him. I got the Casey Jones, which, you and I talked about because it finally inspired me to take the turtles out of their boxes other than just like open them up. Okay, I got turtles. And I fell in love with those figures all over again.
I need to find the other three turtles.
Did you get the cartoon variant, or did you get the first release?
No, I was like in some sadomasochistic collector thing where if I can't get the one I want, I'm not going to have any. And so when those dropped, I'm like, I have so many different NECA cartoon turtle sets, and not a single one of them is opened. And so I'm like, why am I going to pay almost $500 for another cartoon set, which again, I know it's going to be far superior to the NECAs. I mean, just the all the accessories you get, the way they move, stuff like that. Because it's the same buck as the OG turtles they released, but it wasn't the one I wanted. So I just like, if I can't have the ones I want, I just won't get any. And so I passed on them. Yeah, and I'm glad I did.
I gotta imagine that they're going to do something else with those at some point.
They'd have to.
I mean, they were so popular, and they're going for so much on the secondary market, and they've already paid for the tooling. Like, I can't imagine them not doing another, I don't know if I'd say version of, maybe some different like expressive faces or I don't know, something. At least
I see
I'm
it happening
because I need Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo. And I don't want to pay, like $300 a piece for them.
No,
So, or you
Curtis,
pay like $150 and you get like the body, but no weapons and no head. Like, what the fuck?
you'd be better off just buying the set, just biting the bullet, buying the set, and then selling somebody your loose
Even the set, I think is like the cheapest you get is like $750.
Nope. My buddy Anthony House, or not Anthony House, sorry, Anthony House Hill. My buddy Anthony McNeil was dropping a TMNT set and a Casey Jones for like $6 bones. And if I didn't already have them both, I mean he's just that kind of guy. He's like not trying to. He gets incredibly turned off by the scalpiness of shit sometimes, and so he'll just do dumb shit and like, boom, here's an amazing deal, and that's just what he does. It's kind of his middle finger to the collecting world.
Did I advertise some sort of dwarf thing tonight? Because all of a sudden we got Anthony Halcyon and Chris Ferrone in the chat.
Feels like you did, but I will tell you my most amazing pickup of all.
Maybe they heard that you were on the show. You're kind of dwarf size a little bit.
I am dwarf size actually.
Yeah.
1/1 scale. My most amazing pickup of all this week and possibly this year. Sadly, I cannot reveal.
Oh,
I can't reveal until Legion's Con, but to the people in the chat, you know who I'm talking about. I've already probably mentioned your name when I was doing my other toy reveal, but took my breath away, absolutely blown away. And to everyone going to Legion's Con, prepare to get your socks knocked off because this shit's like next level. It's great. Good stuff coming your way.
Want to address a couple comments. A question and a comment in the chat. Chris says, do you not want the views? Listen, we'll take the views, but I'll tell you what I tell everybody with this show. I do not encourage anybody to watch this, but if you're bored and you got nothing else to do on a Friday night and you want to watch this, more power to you. It's really just us hanging around and talking. So I don't advise this show for anybody. And then Anthony says, I heard you were shitting on your co-host. Oh, that's happening. That's happening. We just got to get through toy pickups first. So
for the record, I'm a sidekick, not a co-host. So
he may be in there as well. Anything else, man?
I'm sure there was just nothing that's within arm's reach. And as you mentioned before, it's not like I take stuff out of the box anyways. So, I mean,
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
We'll go to Rygon next, whose internet has been fantastic so far tonight. I hope that keeps up.
Me too.
He looks as crisp and clear as Joe Gonzalez now.
We got Ryan Gonzalez in 4K. This is hot. I wasn't expecting
nice,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
He definitely has a 4K face.
There it is. I got Casey Jones, but I did not modify the junk, so I don't know if it
looks like there's a little something missing. I don't know.
Yeah, probably that big old hog.
Reach out to Dirk's Designs and Customs, and he can help you with the modification that you need.
I tell you what, I didn't use the the gloves, but they are cool looking. That is a neat little. Yeah.
Let me see if I like this glove. This glove to get on was the kind of a bitch.
But they're both kind of cool.
Oh yeah, they're
like the look of them. Yeah,
detailed, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
and then you got the. Let me see if I can.
The golf bag.
Yeah, dude. The stitching and all that, and the wear that they put on it was really great. They put care into that.
I will say I did not like the unmasked head. It kind of looked funny to me.
It looked weird.
Yeah,
it looked like who's the fucking guy? You know the Drew Carey show? They had the tall guy with the dark hair. I can't remember his fucking name. Anyway, it looked like that motherfucker. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. But I think it looks great though. I mean, for a doll, it's pretty awesome. So
yeah, this thing. It's like,
what do we got here?
It's like one of those weird action figures you get off Amazon. I got it for like $8. Highly
dude. We got to get you on Temu and AliExpress. My son and I have like a legion of these things. Yeah, exactly. The articulations on them is just ridiculous, right?
These are from Amazon, you say?
Yeah, it was like $8.
Go to Shein, man. You can get like 3 or 4 of them for that price.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. No.
What's the brand?
It's
They're called stick bots. If you check out the Asian sites,
Just Mary.
Mary
That's what
XP.
this one
Okay.
said. And then I did get the Valaverse, the Vanguard. But
yes.
I don't feel like lugging that in here. Then it's a big.
Oh, you opened yours?
Yeah, it's
Cool. Yeah, bring that out at some point if you don't mind. And if you do mind, don't worry about it. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, because Van
Mine's
doesn't
on the
open
box.
stuff. So.
It's over there. Yeah.
but it's pretty cool. I feel like it's a little too clean. It does come with a sticker pack, but he does have a muddy version. If anybody's into that, he just put that up for free, I believe.
Sig says he customized one of those stick bots or whatever that you were holding up. I could totally see that in his like Brute Squad, style that he does on the cosmic stuff. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
There's
have to
so
check,
much fun.
check his Instagram and see if he's got that on there.
Right on. I know staircase guy Ryan Zarek. He had Reverend George Reeder at his house, and he let him kind of muddy up his Vanguard. Is that what it's called? The and dude, don't even buy the package. With your painting skills, you could totally make that shit look amazing.
Oh, I wasn't going to. I would just do it myself. Fuck it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I think you ought to go the other direction with it. Like grab a Scarlet and customize her to be a soccer mom.
Yeah.
Dude. And it's just
like
like
Joe's
don't need to drop kids off at soccer practice. Come on.
Yeah.
Have you done the toy slide test with it yet?
I could see her pushing out a few puppies.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Curtis,
Would they all be
Joe,
wearing the snake eyes mask or?
Say what now? I'm sorry, Ben.
when you were kids, I can't be the only one that did this. When you were kids with like, whether it be a Tonka truck, a G.I. Joe vehicle or whatever, did you not send them down a slide?
No, I did not.
What?
No.
Oh, I did it when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
yeah.
send action figures down a slide, but I don't think I ever sent a vehicle down it.
Hell yeah, dude. I wait for your childhood.
Mm.
That's do that with your Vanguard.
He probably is not going to do that if I had to guess. So.
I
The
did it with
mattress
the
at
vamp.
the bottom.
No. I sent when I did that review of the vamp when it first dropped. I could not own a G.I. Joe vamp without doing the same thing I did when I was like 6 and send it full send down the slide.
All right. Anything else, Ragon?
No, that was it.
All right, then it's my turn. Okay, so we didn't have a show last week, mostly because my co-hosts are crap. Dooch was being douchey, and he's whatever. He had something else going on because the way that Dooch looks at it is if OffWorld is on his calendar, if he opens up his planner and it says OffWorld, what that means is that's an open slot that he can schedule whatever the fuck he wants. So if he wants to take his wife to the movies, even though he could go to the movie literally any fucking time, he looks at that and he goes, oh, OffWorld, that's an open slot. I can go to a movie or, whatever it is that he wants to throw in there. So that's Dooch. Jesse was kind of worn out, whatever. I don't know what he's got going on, but that's the thing. Joe said he had to work. He was like going to be working late or all this kind of stuff. And so
I said I would be there and that I would be late because I had to work until the show's start time.
So anyways, we didn't have a show last week. Don't worry, there's going to be more bitching about those guys. But for right now, let me show you what I've built up since we didn't have a show last week. So first off, for my brother Anthony Houseel, got the Guy Gardner, which I will be opening up this one. The Green Lantern ones I open up. The other ones, the ones that I had like when I was a kid and stuff, I typically just leave in package because I love the superpowers package on here. And there's going to be more talk about packages, just FYI. But this is Booster Gold. This one, even though I didn't have this one as a kid in the superpowers line, I really like this character. So this is going to probably stay in the box and go out in the garage. I got this guy sent to me from Jeffrey Evans. It's the like arcade version of Donatello. So it's kind of hard to see here, but he's like all pixelated and shit from the video game.
That's dope.
So yeah, I mean, it's Probably not anything I would have bought on my own, but it's cool. I like it. It's going to definitely go with my other Donatellos.
What line is
Like
that
he has
from?
like the turtle version of rosacea.
It was
Damn, Joe.
I don't know what I'm not sure who made it, but it like the package said like arcade version or something like
That's
that.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. I showed this off, I think, on Dorklair's show because he actually shows up for his shows. And this is a Superman statue that I saw at my local comic book store. It's from McFarlane. It's got the same like McFarlane base you have on the little figures. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh, what's this, like $200 or something? I pick it up and it said $49. I was like, well, shit. I'll get that for $49. It's like the Jim Lee version where he's kind of doing that pose on the, and then, Jim Lee had this one and then he had the Batman one kind of doing the other way. So I hope they do another Batman one because they did a DC Direct version, like, I don't know, like 10 years ago that kind of looks like this, same size Batman, but it's like $500 and I'm not going to fucking pay that. But yeah, for $49, it's got a soft good cape that's wired. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's just pretty.
Yeah, that's
cool
awesome.
thing. Yeah, for $49, I couldn't pass on that.
You mentioned McFarlane and Superman. I wish I'd brought it out of my truck, but I was thinking of you, and Jordan already knows where I'm going with this. I detest McFarlane. I'm happy for those that enjoy collecting them. I'm not here to bash or anything like that, but every now and again, that son of a bitch will get me, and I'll look at something. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I picked up the McFarlane Cyborg Superman Platinum Edition.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm just walking through. I'm like, fuck you, Todd
it's
McFarlane. I got to buy this. Yeah, it was cool. And so I was thinking of you when I picked it up. I'm like, Curtis is going to bust my balls when I tell him this.
I love Todd McFarlane. Okay. And I know he's easy to make fun of. He says figure instead of figures.
Later, Anthony.
He made a toy of himself. Like, the guy is easy to make fun of, but he is also an icon in the fucking industry. And he puts out toys at a very reasonable price that a lot of them are really good. Some of them are dog shit and he'll put out the same figure over and over again. Just ignore those. But every now and then he'll put out a really nice one. And he's been putting soft goods in them for $25. I mean, I go to the store. I went there today and I'm looking at some of the NECA shit. And it's like a Flash Gordon for $35. The D&D characters for $35. And then I go over to the McFarlane stuff, $25, soft goods, really cool looking. I mean, for the money, the guy does it right. So
well, and I applaud you because you have the ability to repaint all those eyes that are looking here, there, and everywhere but straight. So, good on you.
Yeah,
it's not just the figures though. He's giving you vehicles at a reasonable price that are pretty good. Yeah. Hold on, let me
take.
I also picked up
off of Ryan's face so we can see him.
It was all good.
What Superman's father's or no, it wasn't Superman's father. Jordan, what was the name of that purple edition? It was the dead version of somebody Zod. I got the DC.
Oh yeah, the zombie one.
Yeah, the zombie Zod for $7.49. So I'm like, I gotta grab this.
I saw that at the store. I almost had to pick that up just like for fodder purposes because it's really fucking cool. It's like translucent.
That's exactly what I wanted him. Yeah.
So I got the Casey Jones as well. I did do the modification, because you can't have, I mean, why even give me sweatpants Casey Jones if you're not going to give me his fucking hog? So,
Curtis wants Casey Jones hog. Please clip that, Jordan.
Yeah, you gotta have Casey Jones hog. Otherwise, why even have him in the sweatpants? So I didn't do the gloves like Ryan. I kind of went with the look. So in the TMNT movie, the 1991, when he shows up and the turtles are all getting their asses kicked by the Foot Clan in April's apartment, and he just shows up and he's kind of hitting his hand with the stick, and he's like, what are you doing with my green friend over there, or whatever? Kind of did that pose. So,
and then he immediately hit on April, which was
like, ooh, who's the babe? Yeah. So that's all my pickups. Yes. To answer the question, yes, I did buy a doll. And it's a lovely doll. So yeah, I mean, the soft goods on are fantastic. They did a great job. Let's see. Getting back to some of the comments. Let's see. McFarlane's got much better in the past 2-3 years. Totally Agree. Ghost of Zod. Yep, that's it.
Thank you, Jordan.
Curtis can never be late. Now I've been doing this for what 2.5 years now, between shooting the shelf, between this one. I'm never fucking late. I have never ever been late, and I never will be late.
No, I'll sing your praises. When Jordan and I decided to do our first episode, and we realized like 3 minutes before the episode was going to start that we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, Curtis showed up on time for a show that had not even started yet. So yeah, no, respect that man's punctuality.
I do have to say, though, that is inaccurate, because I will absolutely forget this like 2 minutes after the show is over. So, yeah, nothing to worry about.
All right. So, on to bitching about my co-host. And what did you call yourself? A guest or what are you?
Sidekick.
Joe?
I'm the sidekick.
Okay,
Yeah.
sidekicks. So my sidekicks and co-hosts and all this kind of stuff. So we start out. I'm gonna go way back, the beginning of OffWorld. So Dooch messages me. He already had a group going with him and Sean and Jesse. He messaged me, hey, we've done a couple of these OffWorld, like they did just some side things on Legends of Grayskull. It's like, we want to make this its own show. We wanted to get you involved. Are you interested? Sure, I'm interested. Right?
Yes.
And they're like, well, Jesse does D&D every other Friday. It's actually the first, third, and if there's a fifth Friday, it's the first, third, and fifth Friday. So sometimes he does back-to-back D&D weeks, which really fucks up the schedule. But whatever. They're like, Jesse does his D&D, so we can't do it on those weeks with Jesse. And I'm like, well, we could still do a show without Jesse. Like, we would just, on the weeks that he's doing D&D, we would do one without him. And everybody seemed to be okay with that. And Dooch contacts Jeremy DeWitt to do a song for us. Did an amazing theme song. I mean, the theme song is fucking killer. A real earworm. And the theme song says every Friday night. Not every other Friday night. Not some Fridays when we don't feel like taking our wife to the movie. Not, if we don't have a soccer game with our kids. It says every fucking Friday night. So that's number one, right? Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
As a parent of a school-age child, I'm not saying that Juice is a liar, but they typically don't play soccer games at night.
Here's what I'll say, just throwing this out here, okay? My last kids that had to graduate high school just graduated this past year. My twins turned 18, they graduated high school. So I've gone through all of these kids having to go through, elementary school, middle school, high school. I never had to take them to one fucking game.
At 9 p.m.?
I never had to go to one parent-teacher conference. I listen, if they wanted to talk about something at home, I'm not like a disengaged parent where I'm not involved, but I graduated. All right. I don't go back to school. School is for them. School is not for me. So I don't go to school events because I did that shit. All right. I'm done. Anyways, back on topic. So every Friday, every other Friday, whatever Friday. So then as we're going to do this show, somebody's got to do a promo. Somebody's got to create a picture, put it up there, create a stream, and then advertise it and then throw it out there so that people know that we're actually doing a show. Because since some people don't show up on Fridays, a lot of people don't know when are we doing a show? Are we not doing a show? Are some people going to be here? Are they not going to be here? Who's going to be on the show? What are we talking about? So I've told these guys, told Jesse, told Joe, told Dooch. I said, I hate doing the fucking promo pic. I hate doing it. I just don't like doing it. I'll do whatever else that you want me to do to prepare for the show. I'll run the show. I'll do whatever. I don't like doing the promo pic. So here's how it goes. The week will start and it's Monday. Don't hear anything from them. We don't know what we're going to talk about. No promo pic. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, it's the day before the fucking show. We haven't talked about what the show's going to be about. We don't know who's going to be on the show. And there's no promo pic. There's no stream set up. It's almost like we're Legion's Lair or something. And we don't know what we're going to fucking do till the day we do it. Right? So, so like this week comes around, right? And I'm trying to do the promo pic. And because nobody else is doing it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there that I'm going to put it out there because it's all been on our chat. So now I'm letting the world know. I've kept all this stuff inside. I kept it bottled up. And now I'm letting the world know that the rest of these co-hosts or sidekicks or whatever don't do anything to set up this show and prepare for the week. It's all on me. So there's that.
Can confirm. Yeah.
Any questions on Offworld? Because I got something on Legion's Quest too, but let's start with Offworld. Any questions on the Offworld?
I have a question.
Yeah, up in front.
Did you by chance take any Motrin or Pamprin before this episode?
No.
Okay. It shows.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Do I send my resume for replacing Dooch to you, or is that like a mass email? Do I need to CC anybody?
See, here's the other thing.
Ryan, can I put you down as a reference?
Here's the other thing.
Gotcha.
Like I just got done doing this gauntlet, right? And people will say, oh, well, you know, your show this and your show that. I don't have a show. I have 0 shows. Okay. Shooting the Shelf is on the Just Shelve It channel. That's Jesse's channel. Jesse owns that channel. It's his channel. Shooting the Shelf appears on that channel. It's his show. I just appear on it. Offworld is Dooch's YouTube channel. Dooch has created it. It's his YouTube channel. I'm just the one that's here every fucking week doing the work. So, you know, when we do get to 500, which probably won't be likely because I tell people not to watch this fucking show because I'm so angry about it. But if we ever do get to 500 and you guys start throwing in like super chat money, guess what? That's all going to Dooch. I'm not getting it. I have no say on what happens with it. So, you know, honestly, if we get to 500, we don't get to 500, I really don't care. Right. I'm just here talking and hanging out with Joe on Friday nights and whoever else decides to show up, because it's certainly not going to be the other co-host, and just having fun. So anything else on Offworld? Let me check the chat, but anything else from you guys?
I just want to say real quick that I appreciate the opportunity to be a sidekick on Offworld, and I really enjoy it. And thank you, Curtis, very much for making the promo pick every week, because I have no graphic design skills. That wasn't on my application, so I feel no obligation, you know, to do that.
Joe G and Rygon, I just want to say, as a representative of the Purple Gang and all things that are wholesome and putting positivity into the community, that I appreciate your contribution. I enjoy the hell out of both of you, and you know, sometimes life happens. Sometimes you're not able to meet the rigorous schedule that Curtis demands of you. But one thing that will never happen is if you come over to the Purple Gang and hang out with us, just, you know, come as you are. Come as you are.
Let me just correct you on one thing real quick. Joe G is here every fucking week. Last week was an anomaly because his boss, who probably is a prick, I'm not going to say that. He's not going to say that because who knows? This guy may watch it. But because his boss is a prick, let's say, he was going to have to work a bunch of overtime where he's working 13, 14, 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's bullshit. That's inhumane. You shouldn't be doing that to people. But if it wasn't for that, Joe is here every fucking week. All right. So he does make his commitments. He just doesn't do the graphic design shit. So
I'm just curious what it's like being on a show with Ike Turner, but go ahead.
I don't hit on camera. Ryan, you seem like you had something.
No, I was going to say, to Van's point, I don't think he was attacking me because I'm like the C team. I think it was
you're not the B team at all.
The 2.0 squad is great. Because I just throw it out there and I'll be like, hey, who's showing up this week? And you know, typically it's Rygon going, yeah, I'll be there. And then 3 or 4 other people going, I may be there. I'm not sure. I may, whatever. And then they go, oh, we got headaches and, you know, it's the time of the month and blah, 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 whatever. I don't really care.
I just want to say, I have very much gratitude and appreciation for Jordan right now, because I finally understand what it's like to watch a Popeye Van episode.
All right. So on to Legion's Quest. So we're talking about doing this fucking D&D thing, right? Like Jesse talks about D&D and Joe talks, all these guys talk about D&D. Pete McCarthy talks about D&D, and it sounds really fucking cool. I've never done it, right?
Dinosaurs are great.
When I was a kid, D&D was like something like you heard the nerds were doing. So I was like, it's probably not not very fun.
Yeah.
But the more I hear about it, the more I'm like, oh, this sounds like a cool thing to do. So Jesse's like, hey, how about I put something together? You know, there's a bunch of people that want to play. I'll put something together, whatever. So we take some interest, and, you know, a bunch of people put in for it. They're like, oh yeah, we're interested. So this is last year. This is like mid 2023. And it gets, you know, later in the year, and we're like, hey, Jesse, is this going to happen? What's going on? And he's like, after Legion's Con. Like, waiting. After Legion's Con, we ask him. He's like, after the first of the year. Okay, so we're waiting. First of the year hits, and then Jesse's like, okay, fine, we'll do it. He's like, here's what we're doing. And we get a few people together. And it was me, Nate, Trevor, some gal, and Jesse. You weren't in the first group, right, Joe?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, you were in the first group? Okay.
Remember, I put your hand in the warm water?
That's right.
Yeah.
So we get together, we do a session, we record it, but we never release it because, you know, everybody's figuring out shit, and they were worried about, you know, we don't want to look like idiots or whatever. So we recorded it. It's out in the ether somewhere, but it's never been shown. After that, we don't know when we're going to get together again. Time goes on. And then basically Jesse's like, hey, I don't want to fucking do it. Like, I don't want to run this. I'm too busy, too much stuff going on, whatever. So then
$5 super chat, V-Dog.
V-Dog, $5 super chat. Is this throw them under the bus Friday? Yeah, I mean, if they don't want it, they should have showed up. So anyway, so we decide Joe's gonna run one. Joe's like, you know what? I'll DM it. I'll put it together. I'll come up with the storylines. I'll, you know, whatever. Let's do this. Let's do it as an off-world presentation, and let's get some folks together. So we put this team together of folks that say they want to do this, and they're committed to doing it on a regular basis. And we're like, okay, when's the best time to do this? So we got to arrange it through everybody's schedule because everybody's got shit going on. So we talk to Curtis, and we go, Curtis, what's your schedule look like? And I said, literally, I can do any fucking day of the week because I'm always on YouTube, right? So just throw that out there. I can do any day.
Joe's F-bomb.
Yeah. So Joe's like, well, Mondays are kind of the best. You know, Tuesday through Friday, he's typically working. He's working a bunch of hours. Can't really do it unless it's late. And he can't guarantee what time he's going to get off work. So really, Monday is the best. The other two people that we have in there besides me, Jesse, and Joe is Nate and Trevor. And they do a show every other Monday. So the thing is, we're like, oh, well, this will work out great. Let's plan for every other Monday, kind of like Jesse does with his on Friday night. So one Monday they'll do Legion's Lounge. One Monday we'll do Legion's Quest, and we'll just go back and forth. Okay. So that's the plan. So we do an episode, goes fairly well. I think it goes all right. You know, they do Legion's Lounge next week. We come back to the next one. We do another episode. Then all of a sudden, Trevor says he's going to take a month off, not from Legion's Quest, but from the Legion's Lounge. He's taking a month off. He's got a lot of stuff going on, whatever. So take some time off. So the next week would have been Legion's Lounge, but he doesn't go. The next week is us, and we go again. The next week should have been Legion's Lounge, doesn't do it. The next week should be us again on Legion's Quest. But now Trevor decides he wants to do a Legion's Lounge on that week. It's not a Legion's Lounge week. It's a Legion's Quest week. But he decides he wants to do a Legion's Lounge because he's got one scheduled. It's after a show, and he wants to do it. So now Legion's Quest gets pushed a week because it's not as important as Legion's Lounge. It gets pushed. Okay. So we do it the next week. Now we're on a different schedule. Now we're alternating again. Then somewhere through there, we do a show that instead of we have this encounter, right? And we kick ass. We destroy these fucking skeletons and stuff, or the orcs and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, like we've gone for 2 hours. We already beat it. We're essentially done. And all of a sudden, the old guys in the group are like, hey, we got to go take a piss. We're done. We're basically done. But they're like, we got to take a piss. So now we've got to pause the recording because this isn't live. So we go to pause the recording, but guess what? Instead of hitting the pause, Jesse hits the end recording. So, when we come back, I think he did the pause, but when he came back, he started it over instead of resuming. So when we go back,
honest
we last
mistake.
like 5 minutes, but absolutely, that's all we record. So we go and drop it that night, right? It's dropped on the YouTubes and stuff. and we start getting notes from people going, "Hey, I went to listen to it. It's only the last 5 minutes." We're like, "What do you mean it's only the last 5 minutes?" So we're trying to figure it out. I'm calling StreamYard. I'm trying to basically StreamYard says you fucked up.
Karen.
We can do, right? So whatever. The episode's lost. Joe and I now have to do another episode where we just recap all the shit that happened during the 2 hours that we missed the recording, which that went pretty good. Joe got to share some of his voices that he did during the recording that was lost. It was pretty fun. So now we come to this week. We're supposed to do another episode, right? And supposed to do it on Monday. Sunday comes. Trevor says, "Hey, not going to be able to go tomorrow night." Okay, cool. Like, nobody asked any question. Nobody's like, "Hey, what's going on?" We figured, I mean, the guy's got something going on. He's got, he's going in for surgery or, whatever, something he got called into work. His power is going to be out. They gave him an advance notice that his electricity is being turned off. He didn't pay his bill. Who knows? Don't know what it is. Right. So Monday, no show. So I'm sitting there. I got nothing to do on Monday now because we're not doing Legion's Quest. And what do I see? Trevor's on YouTube doing a different show. He's doing his photobomb show. So his photobomb thing, which is a once in a month thing that he can literally schedule whenever the fuck he wants, because there's not a set day of the week that it drops. It's not like it's the third Thursday of every month or anything like that. It's like he just releases it when he releases it, which is why not a lot of people show up live because they never know when he's going to fucking do it. So he goes to do that on Monday because the person that he was going to have on, that was like the best time for them. Once again, just like Dooch with OffWorld, he looks at his planner, he opens it up and he goes, "Oh, there's Legion's Quest. That's an open spot. I can go ahead and schedule in that." Now, my biggest problem with this had he told us that, I would have been cool. If he would have said, "Listen, I've been trying to schedule this. It's the only time this guy can do whatever, blah, blah, blah." That's cool. All he said was, "Can't go." So, we're thinking it's something important, something personal. So there's that. So then we come to Tuesday. We're supposed to now make up for what we didn't do on Monday because he couldn't go. Tuesday comes and Nate's power's out. Like there's like 139,000 people up in Michigan that didn't have any power because some shitty storms. Obviously not Nate's fault, but we shouldn't have even had to have a makeup day because we should have done it on Monday. And I think that's it. I think that's about where I'm at. So
D&D scheduling mishaps are a very popular meme because it happens to everyone. Right. So Curtis's opinions are valid, and I am not trying to diminish them in any way.
So diplomatic.
I myself, however, feel like rescheduling D&D is something that you just do. Like it happens so often to like every group. If you have a group that plays consistently like Jesse's does, it's a gift because that is not a common thing.
So let me throw out one more thing because there's going to be some people that watch this and go, "Man, this guy's sour grapes. He's this and that. He's, throwing people under the bus and all this kind of stuff." They're going to be sending the links to Trevor and say, "Hey, you need to watch this, whatever." Sending it to Douche and say, "Hey, this guy really said that you are a douche." Whatever. What I'm going to tell you is that sometimes you get frustrated and the healthy thing to do is just get it out of your system. You just got to get it out. And the best way to do that is to do it in an open space where nobody's going to fucking hear it. And I figure the best place to do that is OffWorld, right? Yeah. It's like, it's as good as going and shouting it in the woods, right? Because nobody watches this show. Nobody's going to care. And now I got it off my chest and I'm going to feel better. I can have a good weekend. And I, you know what? I just found out today that Monday's a holiday. I didn't even realize I got the day off work. Yeah. Now I got a 3-day weekend that I wasn't even expecting. Hashtag fucking winning. So,
hey, Curtis, I'm sorry. You were saying something I wasn't watching.
You weren't watching and so you couldn't hear?
Yeah. That's kind of the way my brain works.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I had. So anyway, fun episode, guys.
I'm having a blast.
All right. That's all I had. So I think Rygon, you had a topic for tonight, didn't you?
I did.
What did you have?
What So the topic, because it happens all the time with Netflix, I feel mostly.
Okay.
What TV series did you enjoy that you felt they canceled too soon?
Gotcha. You gonna start us off? You got one that you're thinking of?
I actually have two.
Okay.
So I didn't read the books, but I really enjoyed Jupiter's Legacy. I feel like they didn't really give that a chance to breathe beyond the first season, and they canceled it almost immediately after it aired.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one was, I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. It's called the OA.
Did I watch?
Oh, sorry.
I might have watched that.
Dude,
What's that one
I
about?
laughed. I was thinking the OC. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
not the OC. Jeez, fuck that.
Like I was fucked up. I'm like, did he just say that?
Remind me what OA is.
So it starts off like it gives you little to no information. It's this girl on a bridge. It's not really a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
People are driving across the bridge and they see a girl run over to the other side of the bridge and then look back and just jump off. And that's the beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But she doesn't die. She did it. So there's a you have to have a near-death experience to kind of go this whole nother plane of existence, and it has to deal with like the multiverse and stuff like that. And
Sounds like Wednesday.
yeah, it's hard to explain. You just got to watch it.
Okay.
But they got 2 seasons, and then just when it started to get good, they canceled it.
You know, I can totally relate to that, Ryan. I've got a show like that as well.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because you got canceled in the Cabal too soon.
I did, but you know, unlike the show that I was going to mention, I was able to come back.
That's true. Sometimes they do. Another channel picks it up or something. So.
The Anna Nicole Smith reality series, I enjoyed the shit out of that, and I felt like that ended too soon. I was scrolling through my feed this week, and some excerpts from that popped up, and you know, I found that entertaining as hell.
All right. Joe, you got one?
Yeah, Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Canceled?
Good pull.
Yeah. They canceled it after season 2, and I was pissed.
Dude, you just ruined my fucking Friday.
I'm still mad about it. Yep. So they introduced the flood and then canceled the series. That wasn't even a gut punch or a dick punch. That was like they got both at the same time. That was like a double blast. The flood is my favorite thing about Halo, and they stop right when they get to my favorite part.
That's
grabs you bastards.
I can see that.
I don't get upset about much, but that upset me.
I'm fucking upset right now too because I just came to the realization that Halo was canceled.
Mm-hmm. I've got a couple. The first one is a series I saw on Netflix, Marco Polo.
That was a good one.
Which I had no idea. You know, I obviously knew about the game and the fucking pool and shit, but I had no idea that it was even a real person or what it was about or whatever.
Made spaghetti and shit.
Seeing how they dealt with some of the cultural things in there and kind of the historical aspects of it, I thought they did a really good job. But it got canceled after like 3 seasons and didn't get great reviews. But I really enjoyed it, and I was excited to see more of it. I wish they would have done some more. So,
if you enjoyed the visually impaired character from Marco Polo, the badass, he is actually on Warrior. That is produced by Shannon Lee, Bruce Lee's daughter. I might not have got the name right. I feel like Shannon Lee's correct. So if you liked Marco Polo, go check out Warrior.
Oh,
which I think it's so great. Yeah.
That also got canceled too.
Shut up, Ryan. Fuck, dude. Between you and Joe, I'm going to open a vein tonight. All these things being canceled.
The other one that I'll throw out there, and this is going to probably not be a popular one, but I'm not going to say I loved, but I somewhat enjoyed Star Wars Acolyte. I was hoping to see how that was going to progress, what was going to happen with that. The fact that they canceled that after 1 season, I think that kind of sucks. I would have liked to see at least where that went. But I know it also was, very unpopular. So it doesn't surprise me that it got canceled. So
I'm just glad that I found out that that one was canceled before I'd watched more than 3 episodes. Unlike the other 2 shows that have just been mentioned, that I just came to the realization that were canceled, and I was fully invested in those.
okay.
I was late to the game, so.
I looked up a list of this is the top 60 best shows that got canceled way too soon. I'm gonna run through a few of these, see what you guys think. First one, I've already seen this a couple in the chat. Number 1 listed is Firefly.
Oh yeah,
Still never seen
I
that one.
actually have a few more too. So
that was a good one.
Go ahead, Joe.
So there was a cartoon show called Megas XLR, and it was amazing. It was on Cartoon Network. It's a giant robot show. Mm-hmm. So in the a brief synopsis, in the future, the world the Earth gets invaded by aliens and conquered by aliens. So the humans in the future build this giant robot called the Megas XLR. And their plan is to send it back in time to before the invasion so that they can stop the aliens before they get too powerful. They send it back in time and it lands in New Jersey and in a junkyard, and the head gets destroyed. And the main character, his name is Coop. He's actually played by Dom DeLuise's son.
Here,
this heavy set guy in a flannel has a hot rod. They find the robot in the junkyard. He takes his hot rod and makes it the head of the giant robot. And then when the aliens invade, he fights the aliens. And it's a comedy, but a giant robot comedy, and it's just a fantastic show. Even like there's a scene where it's him and one other like automatron type robot from the future against like 100 of these aliens surrounding him, and the aliens like, "You think this is a fair fight?" And he goes, "No." And he punches the robot that's on his side and destroys it, and he goes, "Now it's a fair fight." And it's just an amazing kick-ass show. Jersey gets destroyed like every episode.
Well, that's a win right there.
Back base, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a crazy funny. There's one episode where they change the controls of the because he drives the car to control the robot. But there's one where they put the like the dance pad from Dance Dance Revolution as the controls. So, Coop's a heavy set guy and he's trying to like control the robot by dancing, and he's sweating and miserable. And I don't know, it was a hilarious show. It's super good. They only made like 2 seasons. Amazing show. Just didn't get enough of it.
We got a comment from the chat. Purple Gang says, Curtis, the comments. Yeah, I'm seeing the comments, but I'm not seeing anything really worth pulling up. So say something interesting and I'll put it on the screen.
No, I think he's just talking about the weird back and forth that's happening.
Whatever. It's
viewership. So
people are going to be people. So, all right. Did you have another one, Joe?
I did a couple more.
Okay, cool. Hit us.
Another cartoon, Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
Yes.
Not the old shorts from Looney Tunes, but the actual series from the 90s.
Okay.
That one with I can't remember the old singer that did the theme song, but the whole show. Huh?
Eartha Kitt.
Not that old.
No.
But that was another one that it was a show made for kids, but like they had a lot of adult humor in it, and it was just hilarious. The interactions between Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, and it's Camo Man, 2 hours, Camo Man. The voice acting was fantastic. I love that show. So
what was that Comedy Central show back in the day that was like 1000% adult, was like Undrawn or something like that, where they had like a spoof of like Link from Zelda. They had like a Betty Boop. They had like a cracked out character. Gosh, I wish I remember. It was freaking hilarious. It was way before its
No idea.
time.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Though.
Oh gosh, like I mean, it was bad.
It was on Comedy Central.
Yeah, back in the day. I think it's
Oh,
called Undrawn or something like that.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that shit was raw. Yeah, it
Drawn
was.
together. Is that it?
There we go. Thank you, Sig
there
Toy.
it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Fuck Sig.
That shit was raw. I bet it would hold up today. I mean, it was bad. And that's coming from me, y'all. It was bad.
I would say another one that I would have, and I understand why it got canceled because it got really shitty, but I felt like it had a lot of potential, was Heroes. I thought the first season was fucking amazing. Second season was kind of lame, but it still had great characters. It had great potential. And then when it came back, whatever it was, like 15 years later, you already lost your momentum. It's but
Didn't that suffer from the writer's strike too?
Might have. I don't know. That one and Lost were about the same time period, and they both ended a little bit too quick, and both of them started off strong and then sucked towards the end.
Gotcha.
Joe, what else you got?
And then my last one that I can think of right now is the Constantine TV show.
Yeah.
TV series
I like that
Constantine
too, yeah.
was so freaking good. Like, I love that show because it was based more off of the comic book. It wasn't like the Keanu Reeves movie. It was, yep. And it was so good, and there just wasn't enough of it.
Do you have the Mezco figure that actually looks very much like that TV?
I don't have it, but the show was awesome. And then he went on to be on Legends of Tomorrow, that superhero show that was on the CW. He was on that for a while, the same actor playing the same character. But because I actually watched Legends of Tomorrow first and saw him on that, and then my son was like, "You should watch the series, like it's really good." So I checked it out, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is fantastic!" And
Ponyboy Fresh says, "Is the chat even related to the show?" We have no control over the chat, unless we wanted to be pansy ass bitches and just kick people for no fucking reason and be whiny babies. I mean, that's really the only control we would have over the chat. So people are going to talk about whatever they talk about. So don't know. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. He also says Constantine was fire for real. So
it was. Yeah, that was a really good show, and I was sad that it ended so soon. Like, it was really good.
I know it's like backtracking a little bit, but talking about Firefly, yes, they canceled that, but at least they were able to kind of tie that up with the Serenity movie. I feel like that's rare in most cases.
Right.
Once it's canceled, it's just done.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff like, so people thought that Arrested Development got canceled too quickly, but then it got to come back. Futurama got canceled too quickly, but then it got to come back. Like, sometimes you get like, depending on the popularity, you get a second chance or something. Banta says we want to talk about Delia. Delia. I don't know. I've seen some people talking about in the chat, and I have no idea what the fuck it is. So we can talk about it, but I have no idea what it is. So somebody was.
Hey there, Delilah.
Anybody know
New York City?
Delia.
I think they're talking about the act. I have no idea because chances are I'm fucking wrong anyway. Oh well.
Okay. All right. So let me hit this list. Firefly was number 1. Obviously, we've heard plenty of people talk about wanting more of that. Number 2, Freaks and Geeks. I don't know that show. It says high school mathlete starts hanging around with a group of burnouts while her younger brother navigates his freshman year. There's
a lot of people in that one. Jason Segel,
James Franco.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't. Okay.
No point of reference.
Yeah, same. Let's see. Dusty says Lethal Weapon season 1 was fantastic, but apparently the star was a terror on the set. I don't know that I didn't even know that there was a lethal weapon.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Are we still talking about Mrs. Garrett from Facts of Life?
We might be.
Hey,
What's up,
Jordan?
What's up, Jordan? You been out painting everybody in the community?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was
I did
watching
the
that Chris D'Elia video. That shit was crazy.
What did you do
Is
now?
that what it is? Explain to what
Yeah.
people are talking about, because we have no idea what they're talking about.
So there's a guy in the comments that's trying to promote a video on his page. Then he has like 2 or 3 friends in there saying, I want to see it, trying to like get some hype up over this video.
Okay.
And then, they're just kind of like going back and forth. And
Do they not know that this is not the place to hype something up? 'Cause
I was
nobody
just going to
fucking
say the
watches this
same
channel?
thing. They picked the wrong show.
Go somewhere where people actually like have views, you know?
well, they're like 25% of like the viewers right now. So
Oh,
it's just
right
like
now, yeah.
they're the ones conversing. And you actually responded to one of the people that are with that crowd when you got tough last time about like blocking the comments. That was one of the guys that's not like a usual viewer.
Oh, so it's a bot.
Not necessarily a bot, but a bunch of like high school kids maybe just trying to promote a video. They saw some like reel like on TikTok or something that was just like, this is what you do.
So North Korea has not invaded Offworld 2.0.
So if you missed Curtis's rant earlier, we don't do anything. So yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
I have a question. Does anybody know what Asher
Okay,
sucked?
hold on. This Chris D'Elia, they didn't put the fucking apostrophe. That's why I didn't know who the fuck they were talking about. They said
The
you
reading's
don't know who the
fundamental.
comedian Chris D'Elia is. Yeah, isn't he the one that got fucking canceled for being a shithead to women? I'm pretty sure he is.
was
So
it
maybe go look that up.
We don't listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right.
I don't know. The rhetoric sounds like the video isn't very,
Okay.
putting him in a good light.
They must be desperate if they're promoting it here. So
Yeah.
I did watch this show.
But
This was
Vine
an order.
Jungle Figure Factory says The Order was a Netflix show that needs another season or 2. Okay, Brian, you said you watched this. What is this about?
It deals with a lot of supernatural stuff like werewolves, witches and wizards and shit like that. A lot of magic. They so the werewolves,
That's what I heard.
these hides, and they bond with their host.
Oh, they kept him in a box, right?
Yeah, so the werewolves kind of
That shit was
I'd
dope.
say they're like the muscle that keep the witches and shit in check, keep them from getting out of control.
A lot of freaky sex.
Yeah, yep, a lot of naked people on that show. You know,
Okay.
typical Netflix.
Nice.
Gonna watch it tonight for a good
If you
bit.
want some freaky werewolf sex, check out the movie Meridian. FYI. Okay.
Are they in full wolf when they're having the freaky sex, or it's like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Saw that one when I was a kid, and lasting memories up here. So
There was one with who's the guy that played Aquaman? He's kind of douchey.
Alan Richardson.
Yeah, but Jason
Freaky.
Momoa. There's a werewolf movie with Jason Momoa where check it out, y'all.
Don't want to get that werewolf.
no, I don't think anybody said Supernatural because they had about 15 million fucking seasons.
Yeah, it's like 70,000 seasons. Yeah.
there's still people that feel like it ended too soon.
Vine Jungle Figure Factory says, I love the movie Meridian. Full moon movie, good stuff. Yeah. I mean, full on werewolf making it with a lady. Yeah.
There was one when I was a kid that was like they were like panther people, and it was incestuous. And I'm gonna have to figure out what that movie is now.
Teenage Mutant Incestuous Panthers.
That's what it was. That's what it was. But yeah, it was. It was creepy, dude.
Panthers and a half king.
Yeah. What in the fuck
Kid
were my
power.
parents thinking letting my
I don't know,
5-year-old
man.
ass watch that movie, dude? But yeah.
Sleepwalkers, I think, is the response to maybe
Sleepwalkers was not the one I'm thinking of. That was actually a great movie. Stephen King and the whole surfer.
The boys home.
No.
Skip that
Yeah.
one.
It was
number 3 on this
Way
list
before
is,
that one.
Arrested Development, but that got
They brought it back though.
yeah,
Yeah.
they brought it back, so I don't count.
Great
that one.
show. Never nude.
There's always
Yeah,
one in the banana stand.
Always money.
Always one in the banana stand. I tell that to the kids all the time. Next, number 4, My So-Called Life. Anybody?
Never heard of it.
15-year-old girl and her trials and tribulations of being a teenager, dealing with friends, guys, parents, and school.
It was a spinoff, wasn't it?
That's why I've never
I have
seen
no
it.
idea.
Yeah, that description right there.
It looks like it only got 19 episodes. So
Small World, where she's like a little android, Vicky. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Good
was
one.
way too short. Yeah.
yeah. We need
Came
more.
on after Silver Spoons.
Hell yeah, dude.
Little Wonder.
Yeah.
Small Wonders. There we go.
Small Wonder. There we go.
number 5 was Heroes, which
There it
we
is.
already talked about. Number 6, Flash Forward. Anybody know Flash Forward?
I know Next Edition.
Uh,
I saw Bobby Brown do coke on stage once.
I don't watch hip hop.
Oh, that was New Edition.
This says special task force in the FBI investigates after every person on Earth simultaneously blacks out and awakens with short vision of their future.
Sounds
Ooh.
like Skid Row.
Sounds like Bill Cosby.
All right. Next is Undeclared.
Undeclared was fun.
Pudding.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You want to explain that for the people that have not seen it?
Yeah, it was like a corny college comedy with a whole bunch of just dorm shenanigans and campus shenanigans.
Okay. That sounds kind of fun. We'll only do the top 10 here. Number 8, we got The Event. When a man goes looking for his missing girlfriend, he stumbles upon a government conspiracy that is bigger than the president himself.
Cuck.
You got a little too deep.
Yeah.
22 episodes. Next, we got Brothers and Sisters.
Oh, hello.
The story of
Kentucky has entered the chat.
the story of drama surrounding a family's adult siblings.
There we go.
And number 10, we've got V. 23.
Oh yeah.
Show.
Was that the OGV or the reboot?
This
The
is
reboot.
looks like the reboot. This is the 2009 to 2011, 23 episodes. Extraterrestrial race arrives on Earth with seemingly good intentions, only slowly reveal their true machinations. I read that right.
Lizard people, right?
The more ingrained into society they become. So
True Blood spinoff.
I didn't see that one, but the original V was dope, man. That
Yeah,
traumatized me
thank you, Joe.
kid when that chick ate the rat.
Dude, it fucked me up as a kid. It really did. Yeah.
Yep.
a couple other ones on here that I agree with. Jericho. Did you guys ever watch Jericho?
Skeet
Had a
Ulrich.
couple seasons. It's
Yeah.
kind of like into
That's
the
why I
world,
didn't watch it.
kind
yeah.
of apocalyptic thing. It's pretty good, but it only got 2 seasons.
You lost me at Skeet Ulrich.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a whole Ghost Whisperer. Didn't I got like 5 seasons? They're saying that's okay. I guess they wanted
Well,
to.
yeah,
see
I
more.
mean Jennifer loved Hewitt's Easy on the Eyes, so I could understand why
I
they.
guess.
You know.
Oh, this is one I guarantee Darla would agree with. I know she loved the show Lie to Me. Did you guys watch that show?
Yes.
Starring Pinocchio.
Really good. Tim Roth in there. The world's leading deceptive researcher, Dr. Cal Lightman, studies facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice to determine when a person is lying and why, which helps law enforcement and government agencies uncover the truth.
Yeah,
It is-
no,
Dude, it's fucking good.
it was like Mentalist, but his head was always cocked.
No ticket.
Yeah.
It was really good. I know Darla loved that one. Right, babe?
He had another show that got canceled where he was like a law enforcement officer and he had like that Jeep's, was it Skyhawk? What Red Tail? What is that Jeep that's like overpowered? But yeah, it was a good show too.
V?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Vanguard?
Yeah, it was a Vanguard. No, Tim Ross is a hell of an actor. I
Oh,
enjoyed Lie to Me profusely, but his head was always cocked. It was fucking weird.
Nothing wrong with cock.
Tony.
Yeah, he was like the English,
Flip that
possibly
way.
Irish version of Columbo. I mean, he's just like,
I don't know if
Why
you caught
not?
that. You
Yeah.
might want to go back.
Okay.
1 hour and 9 minutes.
109. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with cock.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's really all the ones that I've
got
noticed on the list. So checking the chat. No more
wanna hear about
infighting.
Partial
Dusty says
favorite.
HBO's Rome. I didn't see that one. Anybody seen Rome?
Yeah, Rome was dope.
I
Rome
was
dope
actually going to
fuck.
start watching that because I've like.
Watch it. Go back and watch what's up.
I
There.
will.
Rome is awesome.
Is that a red panda that you painted purple?
Yeah, periwinkle blue actually as the
I'm partial
base
to the periwinkle
with
blue.
purple dry brush.
There it is. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, she's fond of the periwinkle blue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How about
Partial to the periwinkle blue.
partial? Yeah. How about shows that you really like that not too many people talk about? Like what you think is an underrated show that people
OffWorld.
Yeah, that's definitely wrong.
Got
Like,
him.
people underestimate it, and for good fucking reason. So,
I enjoyed this show.
we'll start. Actually, I'll get it kicked off. One that I absolutely love that I never hear people talk about is Hell on Wheels.
That was a damn good show,
Choo
dude.
choo.
Yes.
Dude, I love that. It's basically about when
Ensign,
they were building
Ensign
the
Mount.
railroads, to go cross country, get into the west.
The fucking
there's-
Swede,
there's-
dude.
There's basically 2 railroads being built at the same time, and they're using slaves to help build the railroad, and it's all like this, who's dumping more money into it, and the whichever railroad gets there fastest is going to make a shit ton of money just traveling back and forth.
Soviet trains.
Yeah, and
Emerald
it's a
Wickman
really good
went
series.
fucking hard in the paint on that show, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Swede.
The main guy is the one that was in he was in that really bad Marvel's TV show, and he was in the
They made a movie out of it that also sucked, but Salma Hayek's hot.
Eternals.
He's the Black Bolt or whatever. The guy that
Inhumans. Inhumans. Yeah,
yeah,
he's Black
Anson
Bolt.
Mount.
And he
His
was
name's
in
Anson
the
Mount.
fucking he was in the Doctor Strange movie too.
Yeah.
He's the main guy in Hell on Wheels, and he
also
is
did Snuff
fucking
Porn.
phenomenal. He is so good, man.
Faces of Death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
like-
I highly recommend that.
Crazy. I think he did
Ryan,
reality.
what about you? The series not enough people talk about.
It's an older show. It's I don't know if you even heard about it.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you do that, just want to make mention Trevor's in the chat. So
Hey,
Trevor, I would just say continue to watch or don't watch, but definitely I would not go back and rewatch anything. So, there's nothing good back there. So all right, Rygon.
So I would say Orphan Black. I don't know if anybody heard of that.
Hell yeah.
I think I might have watched that. Give us a little bit.
So they're clones and they're dying off, and they're trying to figure out, like, they're trying to find the person that they were cloned from.
Oh, okay.
So they can, and then it kind of got a little wacky towards the last season, and there was like these fucking organic implants that they were putting in their cheeks, and if you touched it, it just fucking popped out and strangled you and shit like that.
Yeah.
Trevor
It's like a
says,
sci-fi show. Yeah.
Trevor
My
says Orphan
fucking
Black was
chat.
fantastic. So
Yeah.
And it's
Trevor-
it's I would say it's the main character is the chick who played She-Hulk, Tatiana Mansley.
Ali. Yeah. No, she's great.
Yeah, I love Fresh Prince.
She pulled a James McAvoy like Split. She had to play all these different characters with different personalities. It's awesome
Oh,
to
that's
see
cool.
how she changes it up.
Shout out
so
Professor X.
That's cool. Trevor also mentioned Last Kingdom, which I agree. That one's fantastic. And
Isn't that still going?
I think it's done now, but it
Didn't
was
they just do a movie?
Did
Yeah,
they do a movie?
Seven Kings Must Die. Yeah, that was
Oh,
the
okay.
complete end of it.
Oh wow, I got to check that out. I didn't know they did a movie. But I just stumbled upon that. I'd never heard anybody talking about it.
Oh, it's great.
So
Fantastic.
yeah, it's really good. Dusty says Last
You like
Kingdom
that?
was
Watch
fantastic,
Vikings.
and the movie Seven Kings Must Die really closed out well. I got to check that out. I didn't know that they did a movie. All right,
True.
beautiful. I got something to add to my list here.
Vikings. Watch Vikings.
Dub3 says The Shield.
Yes.
I could see
Shield was
that.
great.
With Ben
Yeah,
Grimm.
that one was pretty
Yes.
popular, but went away too quick. Let's see. I think Tales of the Golden Monkey.
Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. I don't know that one.
Opium Den we went to.
Oh, yeah. That's that opium den we went to last night. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Van,
It did
what
not
about
get
you?
quick enough.
What about you, Van? What series doesn't get talked about enough?
Let's see. You know, my biggest problem, Curtis, is I watch everything while I'm playing on my phone. And so like I will get through an entire season and I couldn't tell you the main character. So
gotcha.
probably that question should be asked to somebody that has an attention span that's somewhat better than that of Dory from Finding Nemo. Shit.
Well, I mean, Jordan makes sure that you don't get killed every week falling downstairs. So, Jordan, you got anything that
I wasn't. No, I didn't take responsibility. I wasn't there. I wasn't needed. But like Solar Opposites.
That was canceled? Or no? Oh, they don't talk about enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then Brickleberry. How about that?
What
that was canceled and enough people don't talk about it.
It's just like a Hulu comedy with aliens, but like
okay.
It the best part about it is like the sub story. It just like kind of like branches off, and they've got people living in like ant farms in their wall that they shrink. They get pissed off by and they shrink them down, and then like the whole story of the people in the ant cage becomes like the new story, and it's pretty amazing. Wow. Yeah.
Vine Jungle Figure Factory says it was an Indiana Jones knockoff. Was super fun for 8-year-old me. That's the
in the 80s, right?
And then
they were always after the golden
and said it was the TV equivalent of Indiana Jones. So
I vaguely remember
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Yeah, no, that was a great game show. I watched the shit out of that.
They brought it back.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, I think you might have
Olmec the Mayan. Yeah.
Okay. Van, you had something. I'm sorry, we were talking to Jordan, but you had something that you had thought of.
Brickleberry, and then they had a Paradise PD. Paradise PD. Not enough people talk about Paradise PD. Oh my God.
Netflix.
Not enough people talk about Paradise PD.
And what is Paradise PD?
It is like,
sounds Australian.
It makes me blush.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever watch a cartoon?
So like, I should watch that with Darla.
They got one character. Yes. They got one character. So we've all seen Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
You got like an older cop that's like Herbert the pervert, but he's not after kids. He's after any type of experience. And it is like some of the innuendos and the jokes. It's like, whoa, why did they say that? Yeah, it's bad. It's yeah, and you got the main character, chief of police. He's like, yeah, no, you got to watch this one. I won't even discuss it because I don't want to be responsible for your YouTube channel getting zapped, but it's bad.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's
I mean, we're not monetized anyways, and I don't think we ever will be based on the things that I said before.
Oh yeah, sure. You could start all over tomorrow and nobody would notice.
We could do OffWorld with a 0 instead of the O. So, Joe, what series do you think doesn't get talked about enough?
For me, Doom Patrol.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to get any love ever, and I don't understand it because I think it's fantastic.
I like the first couple seasons, but I fell off with it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten back to watching it.
About. And then when I watch it, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser is doing the voice for Robot Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
No, he was fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Doom Patrol, and I just feel like nobody talks about it.
Yeah, it really doesn't get talked about at all, but it's
right.
It's good. It's surprisingly good.
Did you watch Umbrella Academy, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Because that kind of really gives me the same vibes.
Kind of.
They're both kind of weird, I guess, in that way.
Yeah,
I really like Umbrella Academy
they're
too.
Flawed heroes, I guess.
Yeah.
So
that comic was written by the lead singer of
My Chemical Romance, Gerard Way.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance.
He wrote
Umbrella? Yeah, he wrote Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy, they just had their last season and they only did I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but they only did 6 episodes. And man, they really fucking, I don't know, man, they didn't do it justice because I thought that series was really good. And to end it with a 6 episode final season is kind of shitty.
I agree.
Yeah.
First season, yeah, I was gonna say first 2 seasons were fucking fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh yeah, Dub says need a new season of Peacemaker. 100%.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I would love that.
Do you really want to
Yeah.
taste it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Forever.
TV series that does get a lot of talk, but rightfully so. And if anybody hasn't seen it, they should check it out. So these are popular ones. People talk about it a lot, but it's deserving to be talked about as much as it is.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Okay. Yeah, I agree. There was that was one of those ones that there was so much talk and hype about that I was like, there's no way that this lives up to it, but it's fucking good. Yeah.
And even the offshoots of it are pretty badass. I like the one with Harrison Ford.
The really early one, I didn't like that one. The middle one I did like. So
dude, the really early one was badass with Tim McGraw and that hot little blonde.
Yeah.
Also like the one that they did that took place at what was that Andy Warhol fucking club back in the day? It's 1979 and it takes place you know, in the New York I don't know the district, but that one's really badass too. There's a lot of drugs and cocaine and AIDS, I think, was the main theme. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
Trevor says Breaking Bad and Battlestar Galactica. I've never seen Battlestar Galactica. I probably need to
Have you seen Boots and Bears?
It's good.
No. Yeah. But Breaking Bad definitely. I mean, it's one of those ones that you feel like grimy
Wire
watching, and you feel just like it's not a feel good show, but it's really good.
What about Oz? I mean, Trevor's naming all these badass shows. Where does Oz factor in to those?
Dusty says Blue Eye Samurai. Blue Eye Samurai is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
I agree with that.
Indeed.
Demon Slayer.
Afro Samurai.
Yes, sir.
Vine Jungle Figure Factory says first 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. So, yeah, that's one that I fought for a long time. I didn't watch it the whole time that it was running, and then I binged it after it was done, and yeah, it was fucking good. So
Studio 54. Thank you, Terrence St. John. That is exactly the what I was thinking of.
I just thought that like a minute ago.
Yeah.
Purple Brain.
There it is.
What about you, Jordan? You got one that is, you know, talked about a lot, but deservingly so.
Yeah.
You want to share it? No.
South Park, maybe.
South Park's great.
Okay. Yeah. Good pop culture references. Ed's nice says Sons of Anarchy. Fucking yeah.
What did you think about Mayans?
I haven't watched it. Is it good?
Well, yes. I was actually wanting Ed's to factor in on that because I know Ed's handy with a knife and the you know, the Mayans was the Latin perspective. So I was curious what the Latin legions stuff.
Ed, you might have missed it earlier. I took a note from you eating your rotisserie chicken during Latin legions, and I brought some nachos tonight to eat on the show as we're going through it. So
you barely touched them.
Yeah.
I put a pretty good dent in them. So let's see. Yeah. So Ed, let us know about Mayans.
Yeah, Mayans just ended. Curtis, I initially myself, as a Sons of Anarchy fan, I was like, man, fuck the Mayans, because if you like Sons of Anarchy, you didn't really care for the Mayans, but
dude, you will.
Mayans went hard, dude. Yeah, Mayans went hard in the paint.
So fucking good.
It really was. That last episode, man, damn.
I just added it to the list. You don't have to convince me.
Yeah. Good.
Joe, series that people talk about, but rightfully so.
I don't watch a lot of TV, but I'm gonna say Star Trek Brave New World. Brave New Worlds.
Yeah.
Strange
it is. Yeah. Or strange. Yeah. It is fantastic. It is a really good show, and it deserves all the praise that it gets because they did a fantastic job with it.
And that goes back to Anson Mount we were talking about earlier.
Anson Mount, yep.
Inhumans, Commander Pike.
Yeah.
What was that show?
Dude, he plays such a good Pike. Oh,
do you think it's the best Star Trek that we've had, series-wise?
The Next Generation.
I can't because of nostalgia bias. It probably is, but
And what does Nostalgia Bias say? The original series or
The
Next
original
Gen?
series. The original series, the plots were so well written because they took stories that people had written for other shows that had to do with real life cultural problems, and then adapted them to a science fiction show to kind of like, this will never get aired because it's too edgy. But if we put it in a sci-fi environment and give it a thin innuendo, people won't, like executives won't realize what we're talking about. And they hit on some real cultural issues and the impact that it had at the time that it had, for me, makes that the best show, because it made such an impact on the
groundbreaking
culture. Yeah, exactly. So
are we still talking about What Would You Do with John Quinones?
No, this is Star Trek.
Oh,
Dusty says add Chuck to your list. That's one I've never seen.
I agree.
Jesse speaks very highly of it. So
yeah, Chuck is dope. Chuck is great.
What, NBC Barry?
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
Barry's dope if you haven't seen
Barry's
it.
great. Barry's funny as shit.
That is that the
No,
HBO one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
It's like
Um,
actor / Hitman.
Yeah. That's really good.
Henry Winkler, dude.
All right.
Hey.
Mine, and I can't recommend this highly enough, is Ted Lasso. Dude, it is so fucking good. And it doesn't deserve to be. Like, you hear the premise and you're like, this is going to be fucking stupid as shit. But it is so good. And it's like the opposite of Breaking Bad in the like, you watch it and you feel better about yourself. You feel better about life in general. You just want to be a better person for watching it. It's such a good series. Like, you talk about purple wholesomeness, dude. Ted Lasso is just oozing purple wholesomeness. So
Forrest Gump.
Can't recommend that enough. So yeah, Ragon.
No,
You
I
got
was
a comment
gonna-
on that, or go
I
ahead?
was just going to chime in.
Sure.
Not about Ted Lasso though.
Yeah, fine. Chime in whatever you want.
The show that I was going to say was The Rookie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody checked that out, but go ahead.
Was that the one where Denzel Washington was going to be given a parole if he could get his son to play basketball?
that was John
No.
Q.
Oh, John Q. My bad.
No, but yeah, Rookie is really good.
And it's the balance between the lightheartedness and the serious undertones of the shit that they have to deal with. It's really well written.
And they got that fucking banger of a song, Cop Cuties.
Cute and on duty.
Yeah.
Baby blue booties.
Dude, I got that. I got on my Spotify list. It's probably going to be in my top 5 songs at the end of the year. So,
Are we still talking about Pawn Stars? Because if so, I really like Chum Lee.
yeah, Chum Lee's good.
Yeah.
I don't like him as much since he lost weight, though. He was better when he was fat.
Well, meth will do that to you.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true.
Nathan Fillion is fantastic in whatever he's in. So
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so good in The Rookie.
Dude, he
they did another-
did Birdcage.
They did another like Rookie FBI or Rookie Feds or something. That's not as good.
Feds.
Yeah, I don't like that one as much.
I know, even with the crossovers, I didn't even bother watching the Feds. I didn't care that I was missing a huge chunk of the story.
Yeah.
Would be fresh as fuck if the feds be watching.
Yeah, it's true. 2 Chains.
Nobody's watching this fucking show. So.
We are.
Hey, okay. Yeah.
Apparently Terrence's favorite Star Trek is Next Genestation.
Yes.
Genetson.
Yes.
Genetson.
Gestation. The next gestation. It was it was great. It was weird.
Yeah.
Somehow or another they got they actually got Picard to carry number 2's child. And Worf, it was weird because, like, I guess kind of like female dogs can actually be inseminated by more than one dog. Apparently, Picard was not just carrying number 2's baby,
what
but
happened
it
to
was also
Stupid?
Worf. It might be. That might explain exactly what happened to Stupid. I almost killed him today, but yeah. Dog is so fucking stupid, y'all. We actually we decided that it's no longer stupid, it's stupid because he's a pit bull. So he's stupid.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Stephanie says acid reflux. Oh no, Aeon.
Prilosec.
Flux.
Yeah.
So
that was a good movie. Was there a series too?
Apparently there was a series.
There was a cartoon series in the 90s.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
All right. Beautiful. That's all I got. I don't know. We got anything else? Right, Rygon, did we have other things that we wanted to talk about in the thing when we
we did
talk about this in chat?
Other stuff got brought up, but I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if we were continuing with it.
Talk amongst yourself.
We blew through everything way too fast. We usually dwell
I'm
on
curious,
stuff.
Curtis. By
Yeah.
chance, in your DMs, have you been sending any pictures? Just
I
wondering.
did. That's what I got to pull up. Sorry.
I did send it around.
Yeah, while I pull that up, talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Like
I said to send it to Curtis because I don't know how to take things from my phone and put it on
Curtis
StreamYard.
has another monitor. I don't know if y'all knew that, but Curtis
Yeah,
apparently
Joe
was
guilted me
changed.
into it.
Oh, it was
About
Joe.
Goddamn
Okay.
time.
Ah. So Joe
Like,
had
I can't see the map and my character sheet at the same time. I don't know what to do.
So hold up. So Joe was the one that shamed you into getting an extra monitor, but he can't even pull up the image that you're about to pull up while looking at your extra monitor.
I
That's
have
fucking
3
wrong.
monitors. I just don't know how to use them.
Alanis Morissette is screaming at you right now.
Have you tried YouTube?
Yeah. YouTube can help you.
I can't watch a video while I'm on a video. I'll cause like some type of temporal.
Inception.
So I got sent this.
There we go.
So,
Hell yeah. Love the hard hat, especially.
That set it off.
Safety
Yeah,
first.
That's
absolutely.
it. Man.
I used to love that fucking red phone, man. I don't know what it is, but it was just so cool.
All
Like,
that
you get
yumminess
rescue
right there,
diaries?
and you're focused on the phone, Curtis? Come
Yeah,
on,
I mean,
man.
you pick up the phone and it immediately calls Batman or Commissioner Gordon, depending on which side you are. Like, that's fucking
Look,
cool.
Man, I can rock some short shorts. I'm just saying.
You're
Yeah,
better.
I am a little disappointed that we didn't get a zoomed out shot.
You
Like,
are the
you-
Burt Ward of OffWorld, Joe.
I totally, yeah.
I don't know, man. You really pull off
Tight.
a Baroness. Like, Joe Baroness is fucking hot.
Yeah, no, that was
That
good.
is true.
I did enjoy
That
Joe
is
Barron.
true.
Yeah.
Accurate. Those are all facts. we need a Joe Baroness in green scaled booty shorts.
Just so happens you're talking to 2 folks that can make that happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Hold
Make
up.
it happen.
He's taken 45 seconds to paint this line that he's then going to show Curtis and ask him if there's anything wrong with it. And then he will get to that.
Yeah. Real quick, Van, can I talk to you without Jordan listening? Just me and you real quick.
Yeah, no, he's not listening.
Okay. Like, it's kind of making me sick how fucking good he's gotten in a short period of time.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
Doesn't it make you sick? Like, don't you like just want to punch him sometimes?
No, honestly, it makes me sick that he won't share his art with the world because he was shamed by other people that couldn't fucking paint their way out of a paper bag.
Give him names right now and let's fucking chase him down because
I don't know. It's supposed to be a mutual friend, but shamed him to the point to where he wasn't sharing his artwork, and I kept lifting him up, and telling, yeah, I know. I mean, his eyes are still a little lazy, so I get that, but
I disagree. I think he's done some fantastic.
No, that's an inside joke, but I'm a big fan of his work. Especially his tasteful nudes.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull up this real quick because I just saw this today. New Silverhawks. Got Vac Metal, Steelheart, Strongheart, and Bluegrass. And then they put out the 2 villains here, Molecular and
COVID-19 on the right.
No, that's Molecular.
Oh,
but it doesn't really look that much different from the one that we
Shout
have.
out stars.
So, like, they put out this set, and I think the people that are going to want any of these, they're going to want the 2 in the middle and not the 2 on the outside. But they also, if you buy directly from them, you have to buy the whole set in order to get the bonus heads that come with it.
Good. I'm glad they did y'all that way because y'all are never going to learn.
Are the villains slightly different colors?
The one on the left is slightly different color. So like the one that it came with,
looks like my sister.
He had more of like a tan
He's not watching
soft goods or whatever instead of a dark brown, and his skin is more of like a light blue instead of that color. But Molecular looks the exact
You
same.
see the resemblance, don't you?
I literally can't tell any difference between the Molecular that they put out and the one that they've got there on the right. Like it looks the exact same. So yeah, but
But if
two
you
in the
want the
middle look
bonus
fantastic.
heads, are you going to get the bonus heads, Curtis?
I don't need the bonus heads.
No.
Let me see if I can show a picture of that here. Let me get out of this. So
Show us that
this
head.
is the bonus heads. So instead of the closed mouth, you get the open mouth on this guy. On Strongheart, you get a smiling face. Bluegrass, you get a winky face, which I don't understand because let me.
I get that. He always came across as kind of creepy to me. So yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But if you go, hold on. So there's the winky face, but then if you look at his, like his regular loadout has the winky face. So I don't know. I don't really see a difference there.
Maybe it's a winky face, and he's also has a lollipop in his hand that he's trying to hand to a child.
I don't know.
So, yeah,
because like Strongheart here doesn't have the smiley face in here that it has in the bonus one, and same thing with this dude. He doesn't have the open mouth, but on Bluegrasses, like that's the same face that's in the bonus pack right here.
Yeah,
So
it looks like it. Yeah.
I think you need to call Fred and Daphne and Velma
I'm not sure.
and Shaggy.
But like this dude, he's got a different, like this head wasn't with the original one. I don't know if you guys can't see my marker. The one that's on that figure there, it didn't come with the first version, but the body and the other heads look the exact same.
Oh no, he comes with genital warts. That version does. That explains it.
That might be it then. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
It's
That smile face is creepy as hell.
I agree.
Yeah.
And the hairstyle reminds me of my aunt. She was also creepy as hell.
But,
So
like, dude, tell me that isn't cool as shit. Come on. I mean, I like giving Brian Flynn as much shit as the next guy. You know, I'll shit all over Brian Flynn. I'll shit in his mouth.
And by shit, he means money.
Yeah, but look at this, man. This thing's fucking cool.
I guess.
That's
Vac
nice.
metal is cool. Yeah.
What was the green one's name, Curtis?
This guy?
It's like, no. Like from Silverhawks, the green one that kind of had like a hawk thing going for him.
I can't remember.
That's the one I want to see dropped. I also won't buy it though because fuck Super 7. But go ahead.
That looks cool too. The only thing with this one, the first Bluegrass they gave us had like the musical notes that came out of the guitar, and this one doesn't. Like they cheaped out. You don't get any of that.
No, they didn't though. So basically, they already know their audience, and they're going to go ahead and buy this one. And as opposed to putting the cost in of including the accessories, like fuck them. They already got this one, so they can just put them together, and there you go.
I'll tell you what I did with the what is it? Steelheart and Quicksilver. I got the Vac metal versions. And the Vac metal versions, the birds, they only had like the in-flight pose. They didn't have the one with the wings folded. So I took the birds from the first version, kept those, put them with my Vac metal ones, and then boxed everything else up. And I'm just going to sell it as almost complete because it doesn't have that bird with it. So
son of a bitch.
No,
yeah,
that's such a Curtis thing.
I'm gonna pick between the two, the parts that I want, and then just sell the rest. So
there you go.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Super 7 did when they sent out the first version to you.
Damn.
Trevor saying Silverhawks never existed. That's wrong. I 100% remember all of it.
Mandela effect. Yep.
That's what he's saying, but it's wrong.
No, I definitely remember watching Silverhawks.
Oh, I loved it, man. I don't know if you guys remember back in school, they used to have the Young Astronauts Club. You remember that?
Nerds.
Yeah. It was like for kids that wanted to become astronauts and stuff. And you would like do a bunch of just kooky, like space trivia shit and stuff. And you get points as the season or as the year went along. And then at the end, they had kind of like a banquet and everything. So the one year I was in the Young Astronauts Club and I went to Ohio and visited the Neil Armstrong Museum and like brought back some like pictures and moon rocks or some other bullshit. and I got a whole bunch of points and like won Young Astronauts for that year. So
I'd also like to share an astronaut
Congratulations.
experience from
Sure.
from school. When I was in elementary school, kindergarten to be exact, they all took us and gathered us into a room, and we got to watch a shuttle launch.
You know what? We had that as well. That was a lot of fun.
But it wasn't, Curtis. It wasn't fun at all.
Like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's my childhood.
So, yeah.
Take that, millennials.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That was definitely a thing. So
Yeah.
I got to go to Cape Canaveral in school.
Oh, so you got
Watch it
to
in
see the
person.
child blow up or the teacher blow up in person?
No,
Okay.
different one.
Oh, different one. Gotcha.
Bunch of little baby alligators on the road though. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, you gotta love baby alligators.
Overhawks, Battle of Planets, GoBots. Man, that's when cartoons were cartoons. For real.
GoBots though.
GoBots was a cool cartoon. The toys weren't that great, but the cartoon was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's like
Am I alone on an island here? Am I the only one like the GoBots cartoon?
I'm happy that you found enjoyment from it. I necessarily did not get the same enjoyment, but I'm glad that you did.
we're not here to yuck your yum.
Yeah,
buddy.
exactly. It wasn't for me.
I like the black car that had a girl voice, and I was like, how is it it's a car?
So did Eddie Murphy.
So it's like a girl car. I don't know. So
You knew where I went with that. Yeah. Oh,
I was born in
there was a lot of good cartoons. You know one also that a lot of people like that I just don't feel nostalgia for. Biker
What's
Mice
that?
from Mars.
I think that was past my time.
Same, maybe. It
Yeah.
just didn't do it for me. Street Sharks. That's another one.
That's
Yeah,
another
fuck
one past my time.
You know what I did enjoy though? Fucking Pound Puppies, y'all.
Oh, dude.
It's so good.
Mhm.
I would buy 1/12 scale Pound Puppies.
Nerd.
They got pound puppies in the store right now. Like you go to Target and they got fucking pound puppies there.
Yeah,
How many
in the
points of
boxes and stuff.
articulation?
They're stuffies, man. They're just stuffies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I won't buy them. I was not there for the stuffies. My sister had one, but I was there for the cartoon for sure.
Dude, another one, Care Bears. Dude, I collected the hell out of some Care Bears.
There was an offshoot of Care Bear. Gummy bears. I enjoyed the gummy bears.
Yeah, that was
Bouncing
a
here and there and everywhere.
I was a little older by the time Gummy Bears came around.
Any Robotech fans?
What's
Robotech?
Robotech?
No.
Robotech? It's Macross made Americanized. Transforming
Flashlight.
planes.
Why the
Oh,
fuck is
no.
Terrence St. John fucking shaming me for being in the Astronauts Club and liking GoBots? So,
Because he's Terrence St. John and he just keeps it real, man.
I like Real Lynn better.
Oh, shots fired.
Fake Lynn shaming me for no reason.
No, he had good reason.
Says that's some Ozzy Osbourne shit. I read something from Ozzy Osbourne today. It was like he was talking about the last time that he did LSD, and he said something like the last time he did it, he ended up arguing with a horse for 2 hours.
I read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my burrito?
Well, horses are argumentative by nature, so I mean, I
Well,
don't
that's
know
true.
that the LSD was necessarily.
They're not as nice as donkeys, man. I tell you what, you got some apples, man. You can get
Donkeys
it like
are
a
funny
good
as
Henry
shit.
donkey, like that. Yeah.
Henry is a special donkey. Don't try that in real life. You're
No,
gonna
I
get
mean,
bit
you
or kicked.
mentioned horses. We owned several as a kid, but I'll never forget. Like I was walking, I was off to do some shenanigans. I was like 15 or 16, and I see this horse, and he's got like a stick dangling from his mouth, and not like like a twig. I mean, it's like a full on like tree branch dangling from his mouth, and he looks like he's choking. He's like doing some crazy shit. And so I'm an animal lover. I run up to him like, holy shit, let me help this horse. And I grab the stick and pull it out of his mouth because he like full on looked like he was choking. That motherfucker bit me right in the forearm. And I full on pulled a Mongo, but didn't lay him out. I just, and yeah, sorry, PETA, but he bit my arm.
Is that a donkey punch?
It felt like it. I felt like it. And you know what's fucked up is it hurt the shit out of my hand because horses, guys, there's not a lot of meat there. That's pure skull with some skin over it. And you hit that, it ain't given, dude, but your hand sure the fuck will. But he did let go of my arm. So, yeah.
When
My
I was like,
grandparent-
I got to tell this story first.
Sure.
When I was like 12 years old, because I lived on a farm. We had horses. I was supposed to feed them, so I threw the charge of hay over the fence and missed the trough. So I got this bright idea to climb over the fence and throw. When I bent over the hay, I was in the way of the horse's hay. He bit me on the back. Okay, grabbed the skin on my back, picked me up off the ground, and threw me.
Oh shit!
I landed behind him. It scared the crap out of me.
Holy shit!
So my adrenaline was pumping. I ran and I jumped over the fence, and I got about halfway across my yard, and then I guess when the adrenaline calmed down, I felt the pain. And my mom to this day, she came running outside. She said she thought a cat had gotten attacked by one of the dogs because of the noise that I made when I realized how much my back hurt.
Dude.
So I had a horse like teeth prints in my back for like 2 years before they finally faded and went away.
Damn, dude.
But
Yeah.
Damn.
My story pales in comparison to that shit.
yeah, I got tossed. I landed on my feet though.
Wait just a second.
Spider-Man.
Uh-oh.
Because my grandparents had a horse and they had electric fence around it, you know, where the horse was and stuff. And my cousins, one time I was visiting my grandparents for the summer and they were trying to get me to pee on the electric fence.
Played
like,
that game.
I'm not going to pee on the electric fence. Like, you know, what am I, stupid? Like, you know, I'm not going to do that. So my cousin shows me, he's like, no, it's turned off. Like nothing's going to happen. Like, you know, so he pees on the fence and nothing happens. Right. And he's like, yeah, see, like nothing happened. Everything's fine. So then I go to the pee on the fence and my other cousin flipped the switch and yeah, that was a fucking jolt, man. That was no fun. Yeah.
Curtis and the electric.
Yeah,
fence.
that's
a children's book.
Yeah, getting
that
a
shit
lightning
does
bolt
hurt
up your penis is not it's not fun. So,
my dad had an electric fence and he worked road construction. So I used to walk along the electric fence, and if you held it and had rubber shoes on, you could feel the pulse of the electricity, but it wouldn't zap you. My dad, of course, had brought a loader battery home and hooked that up to the electric fence. So like a big, like Cat 980 battery. Right. And I'm walking along the fence and I can feel the electricity, and just a simple thing, a weed brushed against my leg.
Yeah.
And that sucker hit, boom, knocked me down. Like half of my body was numb for about 30 seconds. I was just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
damn, that thing juiced up.
I didn't play that game anymore after that one. So
Jeremy Govier says as a kid he ran full steam into an electric fence on his uncle's farm, hit him right below the eye and laid him out. And those things are not fun to, you know. Do they still use electric fences? I haven't seen one yet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, they
absolutely do.
I haven't seen one in years.
I wish I could drag my father up here to the third floor and have him tell the story of us. I don't know if you guys have Jeebos. It's kind of like a Tractor Supply. I mean, it's a Texas thing, but we're in this damn.
Hey, Oz.
Hey.
What's up, friends? How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing excellent. Doing better now that you're here.
So, buddy.
I appreciate
your
that.
dad.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my dad, we're in the and you've seen a Ricky fit, so you know how this guy is, right? So we're walking through this Tractor Supply store, and there's an end cap of cattle prods, and he picks it up, and I don't even understand why he thought it was a good idea. He presses the button and touches his hand.
Oh,
and it had batteries in it, and his arm just went floppy, and he screamed out.
Goodness.
And then he had the balls to start cussing out the manager over why would you put a live cattle prod on display, which I get that. That's a valid point. I mean, you would not do that in 2024. And the manager, and
I mean, you wouldn't put a loaded gun out there. So
the manager
Speak
looks
for yourselves. Don't judge me for what I might or may not do.
He looks at my dad without missing a beat, and he's like, "Why would you touch your arm and press the button on the cattle prod. And I fucking lost it. And my dad was not one that you laughed at. And so the story didn't end well for Van once we got back to the truck. But
Newly purchased cattle prod.
I was dying. Like, I was just laughing. At my dad's arm wiggling like, oh, fucking son of a bitch. And yeah, it was great. Yeah, and then the clerk's like, why would you shock yourself with a cattle prod?
Rob Zamora says, it wasn't until I sat my arm down on a fence and it shocked the shit out of me that I realized why the horse didn't want to come close to me. Yeah.
Exactly. It's not that he didn't love you, Rob. He just didn't want to, get fried for you.
So the other night, Van called me up and I'm talking to Van through Messenger. We're on a video call. And I got to experience some Van and his dad time, and it was quite special. His dad was very upset because his salad from a few days ago
got tossed
away.
Yeah.
And Van was apologizing and saying that it was him, even though he really doesn't know who threw the salad away.
Not a clue.
Meanwhile, it had been in there for like 3 days, and clearly it either wasn't good anymore or the good shit had already been eaten out of it.
With dressing on it. 3 days with the dressing on it.
Well, he said no dressing. He said there's no dressing on it. It was just a little salt and pepper, which we don't believe.
No, man was lying.
But it was quite humorous because Van apologized and apologized and apologized, and he just kept being mad about it. He was just, he wanted that salad. He was expecting to go back and finish that salad, and it wasn't there. And yeah,
I'll tell you who it was.
Yeah, it's probably stupid.
It was that damn Sasquatch.
Yeah. No, it's like the reason I was apologizing so much, Curtis, is because I knew where the fuck this was going, and I was trying to shut it down. And I'm like on a FaceTime call, and I'm already embarrassed. He's like bitching in the background about the salad. I love my dad to death, but he's a mean son of a bitch when he gets riled up. And I knew that's where it was going to go. I knew it was going to get real dark real fast. And so I'm like, Dad, sorry, that was me. I'm sorry. I threw away your salad. I thought you were done with it. You picked out all the meat. I mean, I was like, anything I could think of. Fuck your salad. He was fucking mad. And it was like, it wasn't even a decent hour. It was not salad eating time. It was like late in the evening.
Yeah. It was
Wait a minute.
About 10 o'clock at night. Yeah.
When is the correct time to eat a salad? I'm just
not 10 o'clock at night, a 3-day-old
right.
salad. That's for
right.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's debatable on what type of salad you're eating.
I'm not smashing a 4-day-old Chick-fil-A salad that doesn't have any of the meat or the accoutrements. I mean, it was like wet ass lettuce soaked in like avocado ranch, maybe a straggling piece of shredded cheddar. I mean, but it wasn't. When I opened the fridge, I'm like, what the fuck is this even in here? And I don't know. Somebody tossed it. It wasn't me. I would remember tossing it, but for the purposes of the story, Dad, it was me. I threw a salad away. I'm so sorry.
I just don't know why you wouldn't think, you know what, in 3 days' time at 10 o'clock at night, my dad's going to want the salad. Like you're so insensitive.
Fucking house full of selfish sons of bitches is what I have here. Yeah, dude, he was mad, man. He was so mad about that damn salad. Dude.
Yeah. It was
I forgot about that. That was funny.
It was an interesting experience because I got a little insight into how Van is the way that he is.
Yeah, Dad's mean, y'all. Dad's
it's not. Yeah, but that's not even the point of I totally get where he's coming from because I am totally that way. Like my second wife and I got in a huge fight because she threw away my pizza. And I was like, I was gonna eat that, and she's like, the pizza was gray. And I was like, I don't give a damn. That's my gray pizza. I was going to eat it.
We need to
I've gotten sick from eating old food a lot of times. But the point is, the salad was his, not yours, Van. That's how Dad thinks,
Joe.
right?
I don't know. It could have been my son that threw it away. I just didn't want him to. I didn't want him to go nuclear while I was on the phone with Curtis. I was trying to shut it down. Dude.
I'm just messing around, but I can kind of relate.
Van not owned up to it, even though it wasn't him. He was going on a mission. He was going to find who threw out.
He's going to wake up
salad.
everybody in the house and find out who fucking was responsible for that salad being thrown out, guys. Yeah, I knew where we were going. It wasn't my first time to see this. Man,
he was on a mission. Somebody that night was going to apologize for throwing away that salad.
Fuck yeah, they were.
Everyone was going to apologize for throwing away that salad.
He's sitting there choking out the dog. Yeah, I mean, it's no, Dad's 76, chronic pain, diabetes. I mean, he's a tough old bird, but yeah, he don't pull punches, man. Greatest generation, right?
Dan's like, I'll take you out tomorrow. We will get you a fresh salad with
I
all
damn
the
sure I was making all the promises I could make.
All the toppings. Don't worry about the surcharges. All
as many dressings as you want.
Yeah, it was great.
10 years from now, he is going to remember that salad and hold it over your head too. I can guarantee.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just from what I've heard right now, I see it coming already. You know, there's going to be like something's going to be going on, and it's going to have nothing to do with it. And he's going to be like, and then you threw away that damn salad.
I mean,
I love this. Kevin says my dad gets grumpier and grumpier as he gets older. I tell him to stop watching Fox News so much.
Man, I wish that was the blame. I mean, all my dad does is like he's in his room 23 hours a day
watching Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, watching Hawaii 5-0, Netflix. It's all. Yeah, I mean that guy streams like none other.
He also says leftover salad can be eaten a few hours later max. I agree with that.
If you're
3 days was pushing.
Yeah,
it,
2 hours is probably max. Because
if you're a woman,
it doesn't mean no.
If you're a man.
If you're a man, you're not eating salad anyway. What are you talking about?
You do just to prove a point.
Do you even preservative, bro?
Look, the cow I'm eating ate salad. I'm fine.
Right.
There you go. Osmosis. Yeah, for the win.
Yeah. Grumpiness, I don't know, man. Because like my folks are super nice people, but they totally made fun of me for making a screeching noise after getting bit by a horse. So
no, that's funny.
It's a toss up, you know.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing though. I don't get people being grumpy. Like, you know, just getting upset about things that people do. Like that's just not something I do. Like I don't ever gripe about
zip codes on a different line.
Yeah. We call bullshit, Curtis.
Zip codes on a different line.
The first 45 minutes of this episode. Yeah.
I don't let that stuff bother me. I mean, I don't let people get me riled up. So,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Curtis never.
Is this pod person Curtis talking right now?
This is not our Curtis. What did you do with
timelines change over already?
Right. Are we? Is it Earth 617 or whatever?
Hey, you know, it was like a month ago. I finally went outside and threatened to call the cops on a bunch of kids in the neighborhood because they were playing Ding Dong Ditch.
That's old.
That's a fun game.
To preface this, the reason that I did that, I live with my aunt and uncle. They're elderly. My aunt's disabled. So my uncle works the night shift, right? He works from 3 in the afternoon to 3 a.m. And so when he leaves in the evening, it's just my aunt here, which is part of why I'm here. And these kids been for months running up, knocking on the door, and then hauling ass. Well, a few days prior to that, they did it. And it was while my uncle was home. And he went outside and actually put hands on one of the kids. Now, when I say kids, you're all probably picturing those preteen kids, right? I didn't realize these were 17, 18-year-olds.
Oh, so it's legal. Yeah. Throw them hands.
Right. You know, he put hands on them. But here's the thing, though. I don't need my uncle going to jail. Right.
So you killed them all, right? No witnesses.
I mean, I'll whoop a kid's ass.
Look, no, I just went outside and I
said
that.
Baby, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Look, I will drop kick I will drop kick somebody into the next zip code if I have to.
Yeah.
But I'm too fat and old to be running after kids on bikes. So I just went outside and they were like, why don't you come down here and get us? They were surprised that it wasn't my uncle in the first place. They didn't know that I lived here. So when I come outside, they're like, "Oh, aren't you going to come down here and chase us?" Mind you, it's like 3 kids in the yard. One of them has their phone out, so I knew they were planning on recording this and posting it to TikTok. Then there's another 4 kids hiding behind a bush across the street, also recording. And I was just like, "You kids are dumb. No, I'm going to call the cops. This is harassment and it's illegal."
And then the kid said, he called the shit poop.
Hey.
Don't put it out with your boot, Ted.
You put it out with the boot, didn't you?
Don't tell me what to do, you devil woman.
There is duties in that bag, right?
Oh, hell.
But yeah, I totally went out, yelled at kids to get off my lawn, and I'm calling the cops. Yeah, finally
Jordan
hit
actually-
crotchety old man level.
We're playing Ding Dong Ditch before we jumped on OffWorld. It's an underrated game, y'all. I mean, seriously, like
What?
I'm really good
As
at
long as it wasn't my house and you're bothering my disabled aunt, I don't care. Play Ding Dong
In
Ditch with
fairness,
everybody else in the neighborhood.
shooting the shelf sent us off. Sorry.
Well, 2 things with that.
You know.
Number 1, you're lucky your house didn't get egged later that night. And number 2, it is kind of funny to see a disabled person chasing after a kid. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
I ain't trying to laugh at your aunt or anything, but if
Look,
I'm seeing a disabled person running down the street chasing a kid, I'm probably
If I'd seen it on TikTok, I'd probably giggle and laugh too. Well, but
Reverse, Terry, reverse. Oh, jeez. We're all going to hell.
I've had my seat reserved there for quite some
couple
time.
steps, they accidentally shit themselves.
Yeah, we're taking the 7 people in the audience with us.
And Chris D'Elia, whatever the fuck his name is.
Did you see his new video?
Oh no, I
Was
didn't.
that the apology video or?
I don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
I don't know. Curtis has a lot of shitting himself videos, or not videos, but stories.
Oh, I definitely. Well, shitting in the lake, that's for sure.
Rygon, you've been kind of quiet this whole time. What's been going on up there, man? I've been seeing some craziness going on. It's actually the show within the show here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have seen Amber coming through a couple times.
I was gonna say that the shooing off.
Oh no! I was like, just get the fuck out of here. I don't want them knowing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what you said.
He knows she's not watching the show, so
He's like waving, looking all angry, and saying, "I love you too. Those shoes are perfect."
No, she actually came in and asked me if I wanted food, and I said, "You're so fucking great. I fucking love you. Get the fuck out of here."
Look, somebody already said she's
I'll
not
eat
watching.
when I'm ready.
That's awesome.
What you should have done is have her bring it to you and then take the plate and throw it across the room and go, "Now make it again."
Jeez, Joe.
That's they got to learn.
I'm sure you've been married, Joe.
I've been divorced twice. Some are
Already
slower
done
learners
told her
than
twice. That was spousal abuse joke.
Yeah, those are all jokes, people. My God.
Eat the cake.
That was
anime.
on the Chris D'Elia video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't cancel me. I'm kidding. Jeez, don't do
So
that.
relevant.
Terrence says Legion's Ladies has a new awesome logo. Really? I haven't heard or seen anything about it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
should
shout
do
out
on it.
take
Oh,
that logo
Mind
and break it and then tell Nate to make it again.
If we ever need contractual work done, we're hiring Joe to be a mediator.
Absolutely.
yes.
Burn all the bridges for us, brother.
I want
Right?
I want a new Cabal logo that's just like the silhouette of a TSA agent holding Jasper the troll. Like that's what I want.
That's a Cabal shirt I would actually buy.
Yeah.
I just want the troll train on it.
Nice.
Shout out Dan Briggs.
Yep. Troll train. New
Yeah,
Cabal.
I
Gonna-
appreciate the
new
Cabal shirts, but I want my Curtis Con shirt. That's what I want.
Yeah, they fucking Len said that he was going to put those up, never did.
Oh,
Maybe a new kind of con shirt coming this year. Just FYI.
I have a
Hey,
feeling
so-
there's gonna be a lot of new shirts coming this year. FYI.
Speaking of shirts, did you guys see the whole thing going on today in the Cabal with Joe Edmond?
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
So
No. Are we still live?
yeah, we're live. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I just want to make sure in case Kimball
So
chimed in here.
So if you know Joe, if you don't know Joe, let me just throw this out there. Not this Joe, but Joe Edmond. Basically, he's like, he must be starved for attention. I don't know. Like he makes these posts about how he loves Legions. Legion's the best thing in the world and loves this blah, 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 blah. And then like 5 minutes later, it's like he's leaving the line and he's done with the community and all this kind of shit. It's like, and it's back and forth. This guy's hot and cold, whatever.
The fuck?
So today he makes a post that's like, basically all these Cabal shirts and different shirts from other shows and stuff that he's gotten for free over the years. He's trying to sell on eBay with the proceeds going to charity, a pet charity of some sort that he was going to donate the money to. So obviously some people were kind of irritated at this because he's making some sort of money off of it, whether he's keeping the money or not, whatever, but he's making money off of stuff that he got for free. And one of the people was our own Legion's ladies, Lauren Jones, was kind of upset with that and irritated because one of the shirts on there was a Legion's Lair shirt that he got for free. And she said, hey, if you're getting rid of these shirts, we'd like to have our shirt back because then we can give it to somebody else for free. Rather than you selling it and whatever. So then he proceeded to, take his post down. He took the eBay posting down and then he put it back up at some point. But it was just like this whole thing. Like I said, I don't know if he just really needs attention that bad or what the deal is. Like you're trying to sell your used Cabal shirts to people. I don't know. Man. But yeah.
Weird hill to die on. It's his shirts. He can do whatever the hell he wants with them.
Hey, you'll be proud of me for all the things I'm not saying that I'm thinking right now.
It's like,
but are you wanting to buy somebody's used fucking Cabal shirts?
You have to realize the used T-shirt market is fucking huge. People like spend all
Cabal
day.
T-shirt.
I'm just saying, there's
I
lot
mean,
of.
This isn't like a rock band or some shit. This isn't like a Green Day shirt.
There are so many
Air Jordan shirt
color combination Cabal shirts because they don't put them back out, right? Like they're comics.
Yep.
So
And Walter Hagen designs these guys. Come on,
Yeah.
put some respect on that.
I don't know. It's just really weird.
I just think it's a really weird thing to do in the first place. And like the guy, 1 minute he's buying every Legion in sight, the next minute he's selling his whole collection. It's like, dude, either you're in the community or you're out of the community. But what's with the 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing? Like, if you don't want to be here, you know where the fucking door is.
I
Why are
mean,
we gatekeeping?
yeah, you kind of sound like a man who's never done the hokey pokey, Curtis.
You know what? I've spun myself around a few times.
Okay.
But
I'm just saying that was actually my idea for tonight's topic too.
That was the other. Yep, there it is.
The hokey pokey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tickle fun.
Full circle.
What if the hokey pokey is what it's all about? I'm telling you, that's a hot topic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In my opinion, it's absolutely what it's all about.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
do you guys think that the Legion's ladies' new logo will end up being made as a tribute figure at some point?
it's possible.
I hope
I mean,
so.
It's a Nate Barge design. I mean, the guy is
Right.
an amazing artist.
Curtis, it's Walter and Nate Barch designed. I was
Okay.
watching that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what input Walter had. I know he was instrumental in getting Nate working on it, but I don't know how much he was, in the actual design phase. But
You might need to go back and watch the episode then.
Nate is amazing, though. Like his art is
Nate's a
fantastic.
phenomenal artist.
So,
I absolutely agree.
And it's a neat design. Like it's not quite. It doesn't look like a good character. It doesn't look like a bad character. It's like it go either way. Kind of.
It's a silhouette. I like it, and it's purple, so it got my vote.
Yeah, it can go either way. So
I fucks with it.
Just the way you like them.
yeah, exactly.
Purple.
So
There you go. Purple and green.
yeah, purple. Yeah, nice color scheme. So
I'm happy that they were happy. I mean, when Lauren was trying to discuss it and she got choked up and moved, I actually got choked up as well. Yeah, it's just a great episode. Great people designed it. Great people brought it into fruition. And I, for one, am definitely going to order that T-shirt if and when it goes up.
Speaking of which, Legion's Ladies, last I checked, they were about 90 subscribers away from 500. So if you're one of the 2 people that are still watching this show, or you're one of the 3 people that watch it on replay, make sure you go over and subscribe to their channel, because they could use those extra 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
great show. I love Tanya. She's awesome. Love Amber. She's amazing. They do a great show. This one, they were talking about their favorite cosmic legions, which was really cool. I like it.
Hey, Curtis, whenever we talk about the Purple Gang, we also make sure that we give credit to the producer. Just saying.
The producer of the Purple Gang?
Yes, I'm just saying whenever we talk about another show or when we're talking about the Purple Gang, we always make sure we give credit to the producer.
He's analogizing.
Yes.
Am I supposed to give credit to a producer? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying when we talk about the Purple Gang, we give credit to the producer because we feel like the producer and the producer's inspiration, the producer's muse, who's probably listening to this conversation as we speak, we make certain that we give credit to.
This may be going over my head. I'm not exactly sure who you're referring
Man,
to.
Do the Legion's Ladies have a producer?
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
Ryan,
think they do.
is Amber awake? Can you ask her?
She's not in the room. Or
I think it's
She
just
went
a
out to get
2-person show. I think it's just those 2 running the thing. I mean,
Can we poll the audience?
I've been in
Can we
StreamYard with
poll
them
the
for the
audience?
show. I was on their show one time, and the only people that I saw were
Thanks,
Amber and
JJ.
Tanya. So if there is somebody else involved for the show, I don't know about it. Now, I will say that on the website, I know, Stacy Lynn does a lot of stuff. Lauren does a lot of promotion in the Cabal. But as far as like the actual show in the StreamYard, as far as I know, it's just Amber and Tanya, but I could be wrong. So
I think they have a producer.
they might. If they do, I don't know about it.
Okay.
I mean, Rygon, you're as close to Legion's Ladies as any of us. Do you know if they have a behind the scenes producer?
I'm not sure.
11 clip this one.
Yeah, like I said, if they do, I don't know about it. So
yeah. Shout out to the producer of Legion's Ladies.
okay, well there you go.
There you go.
Is it Curtis?
It takes a village.
It's definitely not me. I know that.
It might be.
Is it Joe?
I don't think so.
Is it Oz?
Jordan, are you the producer?
Get Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go run.
I don't know. Like I said, I know on the Instagram stuff, Stacy Lynn does a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's 2 of my favorite Lyns. So yeah,
I get that joke.
yeah. With Brian being the 3rd. So Terrence still talking about the logo. He's really excited about the logo. So what's interesting? This photo that he's got on YouTube doesn't look as much like fake Lynn. This looks like fake Ryan Zarek. Are you noticing that? Are you seeing a little bit of that?
Yeah, I see a lot of it right now.
like all you need to do is put a dog next to him and make him asleep, and this is Ryan Zarek right here.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Hey Terrence, I got a question for you. Do you ever like just put your toys on your steps and take a picture? Just wanted to know for the audience. So let me know.
Rub a dub dub.
I saw a video that was blowing up and went viral recently. This wrestler named Joe Hendry. I don't know if any of you guys are wrestling fans, but he's kind of hitting the mark. And I didn't realize that Terrence actually makes
a newer guy.
Yeah, well, apparently he was like in AEW and he's been around on the indie circuit. Now he's in NXT. But if you call his name, he will appear. And it's funny because I know Terrence gets around to a lot of different cons and stuff like that. And this guy looks a lot like Terrence. I think he's actually moonlighting as a wrestler to get money, and that's how he has all this money for all the conventions. I'm just saying, I'm putting the
I'm
pieces
starting to
together.
think that Terrence might be a shapeshifter. That's what I'm thinking.
Skinwalker.
Skinwalker? Yeah, that's the popular one they say. Skinwalker.
Terrence can do whatever the hell he wants as long as he keeps snagging figures for me. That guy rocks.
Terrence is one of the greatest.
He's the good dude, y'all.
Yeah, it's like he's Egger, but he's not Egger. Like he's wearing an Egger suit. Yeah.
That's lost sense.
What's
Sugar water.
Timestamp on this?
We're at 11:14. Yeah.
Sugar water.
Excuse me, guys.
You got to make all these clips into the shorts.
All right.
Now I said, shh, we're getting too close. We're getting too close. He said, shh.
I think they're going to be doing shirts for that Legion's Ladies logo, that new one.
I'll
I'd
buy
be
one.
down to buy one.
Yeah,
especially if it's purple and green.
Now,
told me.
with Walter involved, it could be ones that they're giving away for free. I don't know. Or they could be like the Mythic Enablers where you guys, sell your house to buy one. So I'm not sure what what kind of shirts we're talking about here, but I did hear if you buy one of those Mythic Enablers one, at least 60% more attractive. So
does it come with a tribute figure?
I don't know.
I mean, odds are that it probably does, at least 2 or 3. So yeah. So I think Euro Legions guys, they said they got new shirts coming this year, I think.
Oh yeah, theirs looks dope. I did see that.
I haven't seen theirs, but I've heard them talking about it.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, each of them designed like a character that's supposed to represent like their version of themselves.
Oh shit. Dope. Okay, so I need to message John.
I did get
he said to message him with sizes now, and that he'll make sure that he'll have it for you if you want one.
I'll have to message him for Darla. She loves getting those shirts. Mm-hmm. So she just got a D13 one not too long ago.
D13.
Yeah. D13. She got a purple D13 one. She likes that. Yeah. You'd like a Euro Legion shirt, right? Yeah. She like a Euro Legions. She got a purple gang, right? We got one of those. Yep. Those guys are fun.
Occasionally.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're good people. So
they have their moments.
Seems like a lot of people are doing shirts right now. Shirts and stickers, pins. Mythic Enablers, they got pins out too. I saw.
Anybody doing caravans?
They got a new Boom enabled one, and then they've got Eric's got specifically ones for him. He's got that Frankenberry one coming. Or I think he calls it Frankenberry.
Did you write that down, by the way?
The Frankenberry?
No, the Boom enabled. That's 2 you need to write down.
I did not, but I will.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna make just one Joe G sticker and raffle it off on eBay.
I like the way. I like the cut of your jib, sir.
Yeah. Make sure you send all the proceeds to a pet charity of some sort that nobody can verify.
A dog named Joe G.
Dog spelled DAWG.
G.
Yeah, it's going towards my dog.
Desert coyote.
What's up, dog? Oh, here we go. Terrence says him and Ryan are bros. So
Ryan and I, but yes.
Maybe Terrence just like sidles up next to the people that he's going to like take over their identities. Maybe that's what it is.
Makes sense.
So he's like the talented Mr. Ripley. Is that what's going on here?
Zartan. Terrence St. Zartan.
I like that.
I could totally see him as Zartan.
That's funny. Zartan St. John.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't leave him out the sun too long.
No. No. We're apparently in the freezer now, I think is how it's done.
Oh, yeah. The new one, the classified one. Yeah, I think you do have to put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
So
because we're fucking walking around with freezers when we're playing with the figures, right? Yeah.
Nobody goes outside anymore.
That was the cool thing about
mine has
the old one, is that you could just take it outside to play with it, But yeah.
I don't think my Zartan does the color change feature.
It was only one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like the San Diego Comic-Con one.
Right. Yeah, like it already
Yeah.
came that grayish blue color. Yeah, mine's a retail one.
Yeah,
in
there's
here
like
somewhere.
3 versions. There's the original. Is it a retro card? Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
retro card. And then
That's the one this one was.
There's the main
and
line.
then they got the San Diego Comic-Con one. So, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have his hood though. You got to have the hood. Come on.
Hood's down.
What are we doing?
Actually, hood's in the Foot Locker with the rest of the accessories.
I like the little accoutrement that he has that hangs from the belt, like the dead animals
The
and shit.
monkey's paw.
Yeah.
And then like a snake head or
monkey
something. Yeah. Classifieds are cool.
Did you say accoutrement?
Yeah.
You good.
Yes.
Fancy ass.
Sorry.
It's funny because I got them in the same bin as I have a NECA Predator that's also got like the same belt.
Jeremy said says the San Diego Comic-Con one also had a bunch of heads. So-
Right. Yeah, because this one didn't come with all that.
Yeah, because he had like a storm shadow and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never opened mine.
Same.
Hmm.
Just
I
sitting
got
there.
mine as an open one. Good buddy of mine, Toy Connection, sent them down to me. I'm actually about to box him and his accessories off to another buddy of mine because I was going to collect the Dreadnoughts, but I've missed a couple of them. So I was just like, yeah. I got another buddy who's just getting into it, and like that's all he's going to collect. So Zartan's one of the harder ones to find right now. I'm just going to send him that one.
That would be
Right on.
if you were only going to collect a small portion. I think the Dreadnoks would be a
I agree.
cool-
Hands down, the best sub faction in all of GI Joe.
I agree.
Period. I almost picked
I don't
up
know that I would
Red
need to
because
go
of that.
that deep though. Like, you know, to me it would
That's
be
one of
like
the main 4.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to get the Naga hide, but the main reason I want to get the Naga hide is because the animals that come with him
Animals,
now.
yeah.
He's got
I'd
Potbelly,
like Naga
a
hide.
little monkey.
For nostalgia though, I think for me it would be Zartan, Zorana, and then you know, what is it?
Xandar. Yeah.
Probably him too, and then
Well, just because you got to have the whole van.
Torch. I don't have Torch.
Buzzer, Ripper,
And
yeah,
Monkey
Buzzer
Wrench.
and Ripper. Yeah,
got to have Monkey Wrench.
yeah, Monkey Wrench. Yeah.
Actually, Emerald Knight Photos. He just did a Torch picture today that looks badass. If you haven't
Don't
seen
want to
that
be
on
your Monkey Wrench. That's for sure.
No.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
the best classified figure to date is still Fiona.
Fiona's a
That,
bad bitch. Yeah.
I totally have 2 over.
Yeah.
You think Dave Grohl and Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain? What do you
Oh,
think?
certainly.
Courtney
Oh,
Love
well,
did.
Courtney,
Wash that David Grohl comment out of your mouth, but Courtney Love it. That's totally on the table.
yeah.
I mean,
That Zartan hood, just for if anybody is wondering,
oh, nice.
goes
yeah.
great on the 1.0 skeleton head.
well
nice.
done, Joe G.
Damn, now
Just
I need to
throwing
get
that out
another
there for-
Zartan hood because I got to send this one to a friend now. Shit.
You could just lose it before you send it.
I'm
Oh,
not
sorry,
sending
man.
somebody
Yeah,
an
this one
incomplete.
didn't have a hood with it for some reason.
Yeah,
Just
weird.
patch a swig hood.
Actually, yeah,
I'm
I
just
could totally do that because I do need another swig. So there we go.
You can never have enough swigs. That's for sure.
I got to buy at least 2 more before Legions.
My wife would disagree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, typically on Saturdays.
So I know
Alright.
you guys probably already went through your picks of the week, but I got a really awesome mail call this week.
Let's see what you got, man.
I got a really sweet
Oh,
green and purple boner.
Oh.
Interesting. Where's that from?
This is from Payne's Toy Samples. Aaron's
Well
awesome
done.
friend of mine. And he's been working on doing a custom for me for a while and just didn't know what he was going to do. And when the Skeleton Legion Builders 2 came out, he picked one up just for this. And I'm going to open it up tomorrow night on the show. But he even made sure that the logo is on the shield for me. So
that's
really
badass, dude. Yeah, I want to
yeah.
see pictures of that once you open it up.
definitely
Yeah,
will be. And
I got
it
purple,
glows in
purple.
the dark too. Actually, I wonder
Oh.
if I
Nice.
hang on. Well, because he knows that's the best action feature of all time, according to me. So, what do I do with my UV flashlight? Just gonna shine it on there a little. I can't find my UV light. Well, I'll have to find it for tomorrow night. But I mean,
Okay.
this is just absolutely beautiful. It looks like the one piece of moss came off, so I'll just have to like super glue that back on there. But this is really great. And like the teeth themselves, he even painted those. I know they look just white, but they're like chrome, which is funny
nice.
because I don't wear a grill or anything. But hey, why not? I could use some bling bling on my teeth.
I know, you know, you probably got other things to show, but I guarantee that Van would love to see a skull.
I do not have any of those up right now. Those are all packed away in the basement because I don't have room to display them.
Oh.
But I've got
Disappointment.
I've got a handmade paper mache Dia de Muerta skull from Mexico City. A friend of mine went down on a cruise and they were like, "Yep, we're bringing this back for Oz's collection." We mentioned a monkey skull earlier. I have an actual monkey skull in my collection. Got a weird tribal skull named Sassafras, and then most of the other ones.
Brains out of it, like they do in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom.
No, but I did just get some Temple of Doom action figures. So.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, well, I had to build the artifact.
That movie freaks me out.
This is going to be like an altar for Necronominus when we start getting that stuff in.
That's the diorama that somebody was selling in the Cabal. I was wondering where that came from.
One of these? Yeah, it's build an artifact. You got to get the whole wave.
Okay.
If you got any Ollie's by you, right now the entire wave started showing up at Ollie's. That's actually where
Ollie's Con.
$10 a figure, you know, and I got to build this. There's also a little snake that goes on his head, but the snake's sitting with my other critters in the same bin I just grabbed.
Slithery
Snake. I started sending that pictures to my Joe friends and saying like, "Hey, my Once a Man Cobra Commander is a little weird," and it's a picture of that guy from the meme with the hat on. I was like, "Does anybody else get this version?"
That's another one I need to open.
Oh, the Once a Man Cobra Commander. I just want the that like, it's weird to say the snake version of him. Like, I do not want like the whole Cobra Commander. I just want the little snake variant. Like, that's all I want.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
Hasbro's got the best critters right now, man. Like when they put those out.
Hey, it's Dylan. What's up, Dylan?
Hey.
All right, I have to do an obligatory Arnold.
Dylan.
Son of a bitch.
Every time.
Brad has entered the chat.
Yep. Anything else, Oz?
No. This has been a light week because I had the big mail call in a couple of weeks. Though, big mail calls coming in from a couple of places. Picked up a couple of origins off of a few people. Yeah, got a lot of stuff coming in. Always something. Now, today the big thing was just getting everything completely finalized and arranged. As Terrence put it in the chat earlier, I am officially going to be at Legion's Con.
Hold up, Amber's in the chat.
Oh,
so now you got to tell her when to go back and watch again?
Amber, we had a question. Does your show have a secret producer that we're not aware of?
Oh, there she is.
Or is it just you and Tanya?
A secret producer?
Do you have like
No,
somebody
the
that's
Legion
in
ladies have a
StreamYard behind the scenes that's not on the screen?
Well, she tells us it's not secret anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's not a secret. Do the Legion's ladies have a producer? That's a scoop explosion.
See, that's what I was pretty sure that they didn't. Yeah. It's just the two of them in StreamYard. Now they have a lot of guests and people that they bring on with them.
YouTube, I know that, but
What's that?
she's not in the StreamYard, but she's able to get on the YouTube.
Who's she? What are we talking about?
You know.
No, we're
not. Van said, okay, here's what was happening.
I thought y'all had a producer.
I was
for a recap.
I was telling people that they should subscribe to your channel, that you and Tanya do a great show. And Van said that I also needed to recognize your producer, which I didn't think you guys had a producer, like somebody that's in StreamYard, like pulling up comments for you and things like that.
That's me.
Yeah, that's all Amber. So yeah, you guys do a great show. And you know, for all the 2 or 3 people that are still listening and just didn't fall asleep with their YouTube on, you really should go and subscribe to their channel because they do a great job.
1000%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, you're redundant.
And I have even more appreciation for the show now that I know that they don't have a producer. It's just them doing the thing.
I do know they mentioned this week that I guess like when they do like the recap post and things like that, I guess you said it's Stacy that like takes screenshots, right? And she posts it on the Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, she does
So.
the Instagram.
Yeah. So that's cool because Stacy Lynn is two of my favorite Lyns. So
She
Yeah.
is great.
yeah, she's awesome. All the Legion's ladies are awesome. I mean, come on, they collect toys, right? Like, what's not cool about that?
Right, right.
Yeah. So plus Darla's a Legion's lady. So there's
Oh,
that.
she's just a sweetie pie.
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of had to give her a little piece of my mind this week, though.
Oh, you found out about her being my +1.
Well, they're doing the show yesterday, and they've got these ladies on there, and they're talking about their favorite cosmics and stuff. And I was like, man, I wish they would have had you on there too. And she tells me, oh, well, they put a thing out in the Legion's ladies and said, hey, if you want to be on, let us know and stuff. And I'm like, and you didn't say nothing? She's like, no. I'm like, why didn't you say anything? Like,
Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, didn't you say anything?
Yeah. Like
I would have came on.
This is right. Exactly. Like, this is art by Ackerman. Like, I can't be the one that's doing all the YouTube shit. Right. Like,
Hey,
she's got to get her face out there too. What's that, Amber?
I said we would have loved to have Darla.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't feel even a little bit slighted that she didn't say or Van because I definitely
Of course.
I threw my name out there. I would have loved to have came on and talked about my favorite cosmic figure.
Van, would you have liked to see Darla on giving her cosmic picks?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need more Darla in the community and not just her capes.
See, that's what she's like. She's like, because I was telling her she's got to help with the whole art by Ackerman. She's like, I've been making a bunch of capes. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm also doing customs, but you also got to be out here being part of the community and stuff. You got to engage. You got to be out there.
Right.
So,
Gotta promote it.
well, just be a part of it.
Yep.
Because I'm sure some people want to know what her favorite cosmic legions are.
I kind of want to know now.
What's your number one cosmic legion? Zeri's number one, she says. Absolutely.
It doesn't count because she wasn't in front of the camera.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh.
No, Ryan.
She's
You're
laughing.
going to get us all in trouble.
Dylan says it should be art by Darla featuring Curtis. All right.
I'd buy that shirt.
They were giving me shit because I was shooing you out of the room.
He was shooing me out of the room.
We
Can you
called him
believe
on
it?
that
It's
too.
terrible.
Yeah.
We did.
He
Pulled him
said
up
that you were
on-
being nice and you asked him if you wanted something to eat.
I did. I went and got him something to eat.
What did you get him?
Some fries with some cheese whiz.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
See?
Damn, Ryan.
Nice. Philly special.
Did he say thank you?
Shoot her for this?
I didn't get him a drink though because he would
Oh.
shoot me out of the room.
Gotcha.
Did he say thank you for those fries with cheese whiz?
Did you?
I said thank you when
Oh,
you
he
went down
did.
the fucking stairs.
Okay,
He did. He
All
did.
right. I was curious.
Twisting the
I
facts.
was
This is
so irate
bullshit.
that I forgot.
We're just instigators.
And Amber, I got one more question for you before you take off. Have you done any enabling of Ryan recently? Now, we know that sometimes Ryan likes toys, but sometimes he's on the fence on whether he should pull the trigger. And you seem to be the number one enabler for Ryan. Have you done much enabling lately?
What did we get recently? Did we get anything?
So I wouldn't have gotten Casey Jones
Ah,
if she didn't. And then there was the
Good call.
the
How could you
bamboo.
skip one, Casey?
Yeah, the light up sword that I showed you guys.
that was a necessity.
Yeah, you got to have that. I mean,
But
It lights up.
yeah.
It lights up. You can't not have that.
Amber's such a badass.
Oh, yeah. Amber's great.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, but she's also the reason I'm fucking broke all the goddamn time.
He's welcome.
Listen,
He's
I mean,
welcome.
money will come and go, but the experiences, that's what life's all about.
You can always make more money.
That's true.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Oh,
have fun, guys.
thank you. I think we're about wrapped up. We're at 2.5 hours, and I think unless anybody's got anything else. Normally, this is where I would ask Jesse if he's got a lightning round, but he's not here.
No, I got to go downstairs and take stupid outside so he doesn't piss on me.
I don't even have anything for the main part of the show, let alone the ending.
Yeah, if you want to know why Jesse's not here, go back and listen to the first 45 minutes of the show. So,
I'm
Don't
definitely
do
gonna
it.
have to listen to that now.
hopefully we will be recording some sort of Legion's Quest this week, but we'll see. Depends on
Hit
if
or
it's a
miss.
priority for people.
I mean,
Is there any
I'll
way
be
you
there. So
I tend to show up. I'll
can you
contribute.
play the shooting the shelf song when you end the show today? I didn't get to hear it the other day.
shooting the shelf? No, that's for Sundays.
So you can't play it, or you won't play it.
Blasphemy
I-
there.
It's a different
This is
brand. I'm
OffWorld.
on the OffWorld brand, so that song's not even on here. It's not even listed.
They didn't invite me onto that other show,
Yeah.
so we're not playing
But
their
here's
song.
the great thing though, Van. Those shows are all recorded and on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it at any point and listen to the song as many times as you want. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
There you
So,
go.
so now that you've asked and I thought about it, I do have something awesome to show off.
Oh, okay. Is it a head?
No, it's a custom that I made while I was live last week. Okay, it's not really a great custom or anything. It's actually just kind of a mashup, but you'll thank me later and be glad that I brought this into your life
Okay.
if I can get it to all work again.
I'm working on my D&D character as a custom this weekend.
I love
Hopefully I'll
dinosaurs.
finish it this weekend.
Darn right.
You know what I worked on, Joe, yesterday?
You worked on Joe yesterday? I don't remember.
No. Do you know what I worked on, Joe, yesterday?
English. Gotcha.
I sculpted an apple for my character to hold.
So
And
now are you gonna be looking for a way to turn a Balius into a donkey?
How do you like them apples, Curtis?
I searched eBay yesterday for quite some time trying to look for a 1/12 scale donkey. I could not find one, but yeah, that I would definitely buy a 1/12 scale donkey. But I also sculpted a severed hand yesterday.
That 1/12 scale donkey. Actually, there's a Walmart special edition Tijuana Barbie right now that comes with a donkey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'll have
She
to
got
keep
knee
my eyes
pads
peeled.
too.
Yes,
Awesome. Beautiful.
fully articulated. It's great.
Ooh, all right.
So-
Okay, Oz, what do you got for us?
Back to that Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, this didn't make the final cut of the movie, but short round riding a raptor has got to be one of the greatest things you've ever seen.
Is that an Amber collection?
No, they're moving a bunch of stuff to clearance right now, and
Oh.
this is just one of those. It was like $10. It's this and one of the Ford Explorers.
Oh,
And,
badass! I know which one you're talking about. That's cool.
Yeah. It was like down to like $10 or something like that. So you can't knock $10 to get a Raptor. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that shitty car, but it's also got sounds.
Hot take. Short Round is an overrated character and he's annoying as fuck.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
I did like him better in Goonies.
Definitely better in Goonies. But
Uh,
short round riding a Raptor. You needed this in your life, and you're welcome.
Dylan says he'd buy a donkey head for a Boreas. Do you think a Boreas with a donkey head would look like a donkey, or would it still look like a horse?
I think you'd have to.
I think it looked like
take
a
the
mule.
lower part of the leg off, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
like
I haven't
top part of
tried
the
this,
leg.
but I've thought
Yeah.
about it.
It's too big.
Take
body
the lower
parts.
part of the leg off and put the hoof on the knee, so that he's short.
Yeah, shorten him up a bit.
Yeah. Otherwise,
that'd look
definitely
more
would
like
see
a donkey.
You'd lose.
I mean,
some
it'd be
more
a big ass donkey,
articulation
but
for sure.
probably more of a jackass.
yeah.
What
Which
do
is
we
a
got there?
crossbreed
It was-
between
that was blurry, Ryan. What do you got?
It was just a
Foreskin.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I
Ooh,
like
well
that.
done.
I really like that.
Very nice. Metallic paints, color shift.
Yes.
yes.
Sweet.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Who's the one that I saw today that did the color shift paints?
With the bug looking head.
Yeah, that is Andreas. He is
Jackson Paul?
Instagram. It's Hammer Sky Customs.
Yeah.
He did this bug one that's phenomenal, man. He killed it. It's so good. So I think it's one of the Von Burke ones. So, well, it's the what is it? The Von box or whatever. Which, you know, listen, I could go on about the Von box. If you guys want to hear my rant about the Von box,
Let's do it.
okay. So this is their business model. Okay. Brian Burke sculpts ahead, Emil sculpts ahead, right? And they put it out there each month. They have an unpainted version and they have a painted version, and you buy this box from them. You subscribe to it, right? So you pay a monthly fee and you get this box, and you don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know what the sculpt is. You either pay for the painted version, or you pay for the unpainted version. Then it comes, right? And you get the sculpt and you can't share it because other people may not have gotten their box yet. So you're not able to share it. Then if people do find out about it, they see it and they want that head, they can't have it because they retire it each month after they do it. So you have two of the best sculptors in our community sculpting these heads that are available only in a mystery box and are never available again. And people can't talk about it. So you can't get word of mouth. You can't ever sell the sculpt again. You sell it for 1 month and then it's done. So whether, even if you made the best sculpt of all time and every single person in the community wanted it, they can't buy it because they weren't in on the mystery box that month.
Yep.
Now, to me, listen, I'm not any sort of genius. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not Elon Musk here. But to me, that's not a great business model. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Or is it?
Do you subscribe, Curtis?
No, I do not.
See, I do, and I
But
have for a long time.
I will say that I've seen
haven't.
many heads from them that I would buy separately, but you can't because they're not available.
I've been subscribed to them for a long time because I didn't want to miss out on anything that I wanted. So, yeah, I have a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, there's a trade-off. So yeah, you're going to have some people that are buying it every month because they don't want to miss out. They got the FOMO, and maybe sometimes they get head sculpts that they wouldn't have bought on their own. So maybe you're selling a few more of those that you wouldn't have sold, but then you're also missing out on all of the sales over here of people that would have bought it after seeing it that can't now. So, I mean, there's some pretty popular Von Burke sculpts out there that people are like, hey, I'd love to have that. And you just can't buy it. So
Right.
I
have them. So
here's what I think. I think that they should do it to where the people that are subscribed to the box get early access to it. Maybe they get it first, and then 6 months down the road, 9 months down the road, a year down the road, you make those sculpts now available for individual purchases to where people can then buy them individually. So that you still have a benefit to getting the box because you're getting it way earlier than everybody else, and the whole surprise of opening it, not knowing what you're going to get. But then other people down the road, when they want to buy that, they can get it. So
what if they did just like a big box bundle at the end of the year with all 12 head sculpts?
That would be great too. What they've tried to do, the reason they retire them is because they want it to be special. They want it to be the people that are subscribed are going to get this, and it's super rare because if you're not subscribed, you don't have a chance at it. So they're creating their own scarcity. They're creating their own FOMO, which, okay, that's cool. But I mean, listen, Emil Wickman is an amazing sculptor. Brian Burke is an amazing sculptor. They've put out some sculpts that are absolutely fucking fire, but people can't get them. And not only that, people can't talk about them. Like, you get them and you can't even show it. You can't even show that you're excited about it because you don't want to ruin the surprise for somebody else that hasn't gotten theirs yet.
Yeah. I never post about them. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. You can't talk about it. You can't get word of mouth. You can't buy any extras.
It's like being in a reserved club, like like the
I still gotta
3D
pay for that
sculpting
again.
men's club, that only the high class can get into. It makes me feel special.
What it is, it's
And the people that can't get them,
heads.
the people that can't get them or don't have them or see something that they want but don't subscribe, you had your chance. Kick rocks, buddy.
It's
too late.
like one of
You
those
should
country
pay the price.
clubs that keeps certain people out of their country club and doesn't let
Yeah.
them be members of their country club for whatever reason.
That they're cheap.
And then they talk about how great the country club is, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, but you can't get in for certain reasons. But it's a
Right.
great country club.
It's really
So.
great. It's
Hey
really
Curtis,
great.
But
I
you
know a
could
guy
get it.
who knows how to cast heads. So I tell you what, dude, you want to go half on a Burke Box with me subscription, and we'll just cast some shit and sell them to people.
Here's an idea that I had. Okay. And
Piracy.
let me know what you think about this.
Arr.
We get 12 subscriptions to the Von Box or 20 subscriptions, whatever. We get a bunch of subscriptions to the Von Box. And each month when it comes out, we sell the heads individually. And because we're the only ones that are going to have them individually for sale, right? We can make the price whatever we want, right?
Yes.
So we can jack up the prices and just corner the market.
$40 a head.
There you go. We could set up a whole table at Legion's Con with just the Von Burke box, whatever heads.
And he can't
just
stop us.
sell
We
them.
own it. Yeah. I like this.
$60 a piece.
So
Unpainted.
can we also cast them that way? Like after, sorry guys, only got one head. Then they buy it and we
See, casting's
Yeah.
a little shady because now you're all of a sudden you're making copies of the thing that you didn't create. I don't know about that. But selling the ones that you bought, once you buy it, it's yours. You can do, you can sell
As
it.
long as you don't do AI with it, that's cool.
Ooh,
I don't-
now I want to cast them and have them dancing on an AI video on the Purple Gang Gang.
I don't see how that would. I mean, the AI part, I don't see a problem with necessarily. I mean, having them dance, I don't think is it, but casting would be bad. Casting of any parts, that you buy from somebody is not good. You don't want to do that. That's
I
shady.
don't, but I know a guy that might want to do that. And I'm trying to let you get in on the ground floor, Curtis. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a little that's
Yo G's already DM'd me and sent me pictures of his last Burke box. So
What's the do you get the unpainted, Joe, or you get the painted?
Unpainted, yeah.
And what's a unpainted subscription cost?
40.
yeah.
40 a month.
Yeah.
For 2 heads.
Yeah.
So $20 a head. You turn around and sell them for $40 a head.
Yeah.
That's an eBay store right there.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a good business model just with that.
Well, I mean, Trevor says anybody can buy the boxes. You could just
you can buy the mystery
and
of the box.
enjoy-
Yeah, you can't buy
enjoy
the individual
the
heads.
surprise. But
Also,
buy
the
this
box
one.
art.
The mystery
sleeve
is the
really
best
great
part.
too. Yeah.
The
sleeve on the box is also really great too. The art.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The box itself, you mean?
I think
he does like has unique art for each box.
Yeah, it's got a sleeve that goes over the box.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's like
each one is
dare I
a different
say, like-
season, like
Yeah.
season of the undead, or
Nate
I like
March. Yeah, it's really good stuff.
I just think they should be available down the road at some point.
I was once a subscriber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But whatever. It's their business.
your opinions are valid, Curtis. Your opinions are
I mean,
valid.
it's their business model. They can do it how they want. Like you said, there's a certain amount of FOMO and scarcity that's already built in, and so yeah, you've got people that are subscribing for that they don't want to miss out.
For me, it's not even the scarcity. Like joking aside, it's Brian Burke and Emil Wickman. I'm never like,
Oh, they're
I wonder if
talented
I'm
sons
gonna
of
like
guns.
these sculpts or not. Like
Yeah.
every single one is
I
good.
feel like Jordan needs to be.
There's no mystery that they're gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like Jordan should be downstairs right now working on a Twilight Volturi meme of like Joe G Trevor 1/6 shooter and insert 2 other people like lording over the masses with their Burke boxes. With just that look on their face. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I like that. No, I mean, the other thing is though, like how many unpainted heads do you have sitting around, Joe?
That's
Like,
why I shut one down.
I know I probably have a good
several hundred.
200 heads laying around. I don't need an extra 2 a month. Like I'm not putting out 2 customs a month.
Joe, you
I'm
should
not
start-
putting out
I mean,
any customs.
lately
right
I've
now.
been putting out a couple customs a week, but you know what I'm saying? Like I can't commit to doing 2 more each month
but
on top
when-
of all the shit I already have.
When that idea hits me and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do that custom. And you know what? I have a Von Box head that would go perfect for that. Then I'm set.
Yeah.
Because it's not like 200 Von Box heads. I have like all these boxes back here with the blue tabs. Those are all
Well, I mean,
parts that I've
one
bought.
year is an extra 24 heads.
Mhm.
I'm just
Oh,
saying that.
How long have you been subscribed to their thing?
17 years.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
while.
I mean,
But I buy stuff from every other practically 3D printer.
well, if you're subscribed
and-
for them for 4 years, you got almost 100 heads. Are you buying 100 heads from any other place?
Not just heads, but parts. Yeah, I bet I have. I probably have more. Planetary dog stuff. You know what I mean? Like I bought so much planetary dog stuff over the years.
Yes. How many
so
werewolves do you own, Joe?
Actually, I have just one set of the werewolf parts, but I have bought a lot of werewolf parts and used it to make other stuff because those parts are so awesome. Love
What
the
did
shins.
you make with the werewolf parts that's not a werewolf?
That dog. Let me grab it. I'll be right back.
I'm wondering if the people that are subscribed to the Von Box, if they have like a special handshake.
They absolutely
They've got
they
rings.
touch tips at the cons. Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually got to go. I've got to take out Stupid. Otherwise, I'm going to wake up soaked in urine. Stupid has to go outside.
Oh,
Well, that's badass, dude.
okay.
Oh goddamn, that's
I love
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
what my
so
wife looks like when I don't
I
take
even-
out Stupid.
I even made articulation for the
My
neck.
man.
It's a ball jointed. Whoop.
Oh.
I knocked his leg off.
He just
That's my
broke
fault.
it. You just broke it. There you go.
But
It
yeah,
did not
so
break, it did not break.
Oh, Kevin's here. What's up, Kevin?
Hey.
so
All right, gents.
Later,
I'm
man.
gonna
Have a
call
good
you.
one.
Yeah, I got to go take that Stupid out. Talk to y'all later. Have a great
Yep.
evening.
have a good one, Ben.
You too.
Joe, can you show us the secret handshake for the people that are the Von Box collectors?
I don't know who else collects them. I don't talk about it. The first rule of Von Box collecting is you don't talk about Von Box.
You know what? That really is the first rule. Like you're joking, but seriously, that is the rule. You can't fucking talk about it. So, like, I would guarantee that I could ask the entire cabal how you subscribe for a Von Box and how much it is. And I would bet 98% of the people, A, did not even know it fucking existed, and B, have no idea where to get it or how much it costs. That's what I'm talking about as far as the model. It's just
right. But that makes it more special for me, right?
I guess
Because
Yeah,
I do
you
pay
are part
and
of a very elite
Yeah.
club.
right
like, where do you even go to get it?
to the Von Berg website.
Which is what?
I'd have to look. I don't memorize.
Von
You're
Berg
a
Studios.
subscriber and you don't even
Probably
know.
on his IG.
It's vonbergstudios.com.
Well, I don't- Is it okay?
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
memorize the web addresses, but I have them all saved.
Let's take a look.
Bookmarks are a beautiful thing.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. All right.
That's the only reason I know is because I bookmarked it.
All right. So here's the home.
There it is.
I'm guessing we go to the shop. Box sets, I'm guessing.
Von Box subscription, maybe. Right under box
There
set.
you go.
Yep,
Let's see what we got.
Look at that.
So,
You can actually just sign up right now.
So there's
That's
a free.
just a
It's a
poster.
free poster. It says $0.00.
Yeah, I think you just download it.
Oh, okay. Let's see the poster. So this is a bunch of the old heads that they've done.
Mhm.
I mean, that's some.
You can't share screen on that. Take that down.
This is some cool stuff. I mean, there's
You're
some
ruining the
stuff that
surprise.
I would definitely buy if I had to. If I had a chance to. I mean, like this
Yeah,
one.
no.
This one's super cool. This like piratey one here.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates
I
are
like that.
amazing. Just saying. That's where I get
Yeah.
my fashion sense for bandanas.
They do a lot of creepy shit too. Like if you're into like demons and monsters and scary shit, like they do a lot of like really scary weird shit.
Yep.
So like
I actually found
this here in the top row, like that's fucking creepy as shit.
I found them on IG before I was even collecting Mythic Legions because I like so much of their stuff.
This is like a like an orc. What is? Oh, you can't see it here. Yeah, let's see.
Breaking the law right now.
It's like an orc thing at the bottom. Like what is that?
Yeah,
That's kind of
beautiful.
exactly what
That's what that is.
Yeah. So
I have that one.
see, like this one up here with the two faces. That's weird.
A skull
that
with the
one too.
eyeball in the
I
side.
just saw somebody do this one with the eye right here. This with the thing in the middle. Like that. That thing's cool.
Yeah.
You saw somebody with that head, you got to kick him out of the club.
Yeah, somebody did a custom with it. They didn't say where they got it, so maybe it's okay if you don't tell where you got it.
That's got to be it.
So yeah, it looks like unpainted $40, painted is $85. So break that down. Normally, unpainted head will cost you about $15 from most places. This is costing you $20, but you're also getting the specialness of the box, the rarity of it. Plus, it's two amazing
the pedigree
sculptors
behind it too, right?
And then if you add in the painted, that's an extra $45. So you're talking about $22 of paint per. If you bought a head from a meal at Legion's Con, you're probably going to spend $40. Here you're spending 40 for each, another 5 for the box. I mean, it's priced decently. It's just, yeah. I don't know.
So Curtis,
Where does it say? You said there's like seasons.
Yeah, if you look at the poster, blow up the poster again. Each row is a different season. See,
So do you
season
know
of the
what season
zodiac,
you're in
season
now?
of the skull. What's that?
Like if somebody was to subscribe today, what season are they in, and how do you find that out?
I don't know. I'd have to
Go.
Oh, you don't find out. You find out when you get it.
So you don't know ahead of time what season you're subscribing for.
I don't know.
It's all a mystery.
Interesting.
And it depends when you subscribe, because I think if you subscribe in the middle, you don't get the next one. You don't get that current one. You get the one after.
Right. Probably.
Well, that makes sense, right? They don't want to give you half a season.
Yeah.
Netflix, quit fucking with my shows.
Themed seasons last 3 months. So,
Dang. So if you were to sign up today, you'd probably still have to wait like another 2 months.
So you're gonna get 3 boxes. You're gonna get 6 total heads for that season.
I've never heard a guy complain so much about getting heads, though. Just saying.
I'm not complaining. I just think that their business model could use a little work, because I think they're great things. I think they should be available to more people.
Well, Curtis, why don't you write up a portfolio? And then
I've
this
talked to
Legion
Emil
con-
numerous times about it. He doesn't want to hear my bullshit.
It's because you've never done a PowerPoint with slides. Like, you got to have the presentation, Curtis.
Emil is perfectly fine with, he sculpts ahead, he gets his check, he's punching the clock, he's good. Story here: 2 friends unite in a quest to bring epicness and fun to fellow toy collectors and customizers, with the hope of creating some exciting moments and that feels special when you uncover a mysterious treasure. So, Joe, do you feel like that when you feel like it's a mysterious treasure each time you open it?
Every time. Yep.
We're looking forward to see what characters you'll create, even though you can't show it off. So you must have to PM them because you can't show that. And don't forget to have fun. So,
I do have fun. That part is accurate. Can confirm.
So
I'm ready to sign up right now.
When you subscribe to one of these, do they give you like a grace period that you have to allow before? Like, what is the rule of thumb? Like, what is the kind of general consensus on how long you got to keep this shit secret before you can, like, if you do a cool custom with it, can you post it immediately?
Yeah,
you got to wait 2 months. You got to wait 6 months. You got to wait a year. What's
so he ships out all the boxes at the same time.
Right,
It
but
just
people live certain distances away and blah blah.
Right.
Blah.
So he lives on the West Coast. So I'll get mine, before maybe somebody on the East Coast.
Sounds
I think
like
he
an
just
unfair advantage.
doesn't want me posting. If you wait a week, everybody's got theirs. The post office isn't that slow. So it's like the idea is just not to ruin the surprise. But once everybody gets them, feel free to post away. If you want a serious answer. If you want a joking answer, never talk about Von Box.
I wonder if he talks about the seasons that are coming up, like on his Instagram or something, because you're not a very socially active person.
No, there's a lot of posts of him pointing at stuff.
That's true. He does the finger a lot.
Yeah.
So see, he does some other sculpts that aren't for the box. So that's
right.
The other
You can go to the shop and just order Von Burke heads.
So sometimes I'll see stuff on his Instagram, and I don't know if that's part of the box or if that is that's the other thing. Like, you don't know which of his heads are actually available because some of them are for sale and some aren't.
Well,
like he's
if
got
you click on there where it says
right
shop,
now,
you
he's
can
got
see
one
what's
right
for sale.
I'm seeing this one on his Instagram that looks like half Darth Vader, half Darth Maul. It is fucking cool.
I'm about to go sign up for this elite club right now just so I can be elite.
Do you even paint, bro?
No, I don't.
Are you going to get the painted one?
No. I'm going to sign up for the plain one.
Why would you sign up for the plain one if you don't even paint?
Did you see the custom Aaron made for him?
I've got
people.
I got people. That's right.
All right.
Speaking of painting and customizing, check out the customizing studio Sundays, usually around 1 p.m. It's a great place to ask for tips and just shoot the shit with fellow Cabal members.
We got a request here from Rob Zamora. He wants me to show best Von Burke finger pointing impression. So it's like this. Typically it. And then the camera zooms over there and you see what the fuck he's looking at. So that's kind of how it goes.
Hold on. It's usually.
Yeah.
He's usually got the hat on. So it's.
Oh, yeah. And then it goes. And then you see, he's pointing at Trevor's photo, or whatever the fuck it is. So, yeah. There you go. Purple Gang. If you're watching this later, you can clip that. So, but he does a lot of fingering. Usually it's around Legion's Con time. So I would imagine. I mean, we're in August now. September is in a couple days.
Basically in September.
Yeah,
literally.
We are getting really close to fingering time. Like, it is.
I can't wait to be fingered. I mean,
I would guess that over the next 2 months. Brian's probably going to finger us quite a bit over the next 2 months.
I'm just waiting for my reels to fill up with fingering on IG right now.
Yeah, that would be my guess. So, I don't see what season's going on because I remember there was. Oh, there you go. Is that what the box looks like?
Joe, what are you doing?
No, it's just a box of a bunch of them.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't have time for customs, so I just put them together.
Wait. You mean this doesn't actually come in a treasure chest? I was misled by that description, and now
I
now
make
I'm
my
on
own
Curtis's
treasure
side.
chest.
It's terrible.
See, I remember one time they were doing like zodiac signs or something, and they actually said what the season was ahead of time. So I don't know if that's advertised somewhere, and I just don't know it. But you know, they can like or dislike their model all they want. I will tell you, they do not do a great job of promoting it. And maybe they're just happy with the fans that they have, and they don't want new fans. I don't know. But I think they could definitely.
No, but there's
promote it a lot
some
more.
really cool stuff. In,
Oh yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
boxes. So
Let's see about
I'm looking at a cool like Shark Man right now.
Von Berg Studios are passionate toy lovers, and toys are our life.
Now you've said that, I want to make a
So-
pirate crew with like shark people, fish people, regular
I
pirates.
got the Eventide or event. I don't know how you say it. These guys.
Season. Oh, hold on. Let me
yeah,
look it up.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's like the
Vampire
one.
Hunters ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Very cool. Now, did you get it painted or you painted that?
No, I painted that one.
Nice. You did good.
Thank you.
You did good. What is this?
I'll just
now?
get Rygon to paint my heads for me. There we go.
Okay,
right.
okay. Hold on here. Apparently, there's a
I
section.
got a fiver in it for you.
I don't even know what I clicked on, but somehow I found a section that says "Join now for non-spammy updates and cool stuff."
See, this is why there's not a lot out there about it. They clearly state they don't spam you with it.
So
Which
there-
already
let's,
is another. I'm
let's
making
see what we
pros
got
and
here.
cons here, and this is a
I'm
pro.
putting my actual email in here on screen. So if anybody wants
Don't
to
look. Everybody look away. Cover your eyes.
Curtis_M_Ackerman at yahoo.com.
What's your middle name, Curtis?
Michael?
Oh,
Yeah.
What are the three
very
numbers on the
plain.
back of your card?
Yahoo.
I just submitted it. It says welcome to Von Berg Studios. So I'm sorry, what was the question?
Just the three numbers on the back of your card.
759.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Let's see what. Okay, so here's some of the stuff. Let's see, pro painted pieces. Nope, they don't have any right now. So there you go. Here's the Eventide stuff. So this is the stuff that Ryan was talking about.
Those crossbows are dope, by the
Yeah.
way. They're like hand crossbow
Oh
size.
wow!
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think
that's
somebody
really
sent me
cool.
one of these. Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah,
They were-
I bought some and
Oh,
just
my
have never
God.
gotten around to using them, but they're freaking awesome.
So I think he debuted all of these, if I'm not mistaken, at Legions Con 21.
I think it was
Has it been that
22.
long?
I think it was 22 because I think I remember seeing it. That was the
22,
first year I went. Yeah.
21 was the virtual one, wasn't it?
21. No, 21 was in person because I didn't make it to that one. 20 was virtual. 20 was virtual. 21, I didn't make it. 22 was my first one, and then 23 was last year. So
Yeah. Either way, some of these were.
Wait, you're
bad.
telling me last year was 23.
yeah.
So 2023 was 23. Holy
Yes.
shit.
This I think I got one of these in my fodder drawer and I didn't realize where it came from, but I might need to get a couple more of those. These are pretty cool. Now,
Yeah.
now it doesn't look like it has like bolts. What is this like? Is it supposed to be like
That's a magazine.
bullets?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no, it
Stake-
shoots bolts,
bolts.
wooden stakes. They're vampire hunters.
Oh, okay, so this is supposed to be stakes in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
it's
you
the
don't
hand
need anything
crossbow.
up top. It's what's in this magazine. Basically.
Yeah, it's a hand crossbow, so it's an auto loader.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I bought a
Um,
couple. I was gonna do a custom based off of the Rogue from Diablo.
mm,
Nice.
The dual crossbows.
See, I've seen this head a lot. This is a cool one. I don't know what the heck that is. That's weird. That's creepy.
It is weird.
I've seen some people use that one. See, these are the ones that are available that aren't part of the box. So
Right.
they're according to Joe, they're not as special. So
They're not special at all. No.
yeah.
Very
Um,
disappointing.
that is
No, they're awesome.
interesting. Snakes holding eyeballs and then that's yeah. This looks like something Jesse would like here with the goat, third eye goat.
Goat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baphomet.
Oh, here's the crossbow again. I guess they double dip in a couple different areas. Okay, so that's 1/12. Then it says they got 1/18 scale stuff.
Ooh, look at the crow.
So now, see, I've seen this head before in 1/12, but they didn't have it. They only have it for 1/18.
Right.
So interesting.
That's
only $9. I don't know who collects 1/18 stuff, but
I might have some Delta 17, but I don't think that works for it.
The only thing for exclusives is the box.
Holden says to scroll down. You didn't go far enough.
No apparel and accessories. What's that now?
Keith Holden says to scroll down. You didn't go far enough on the 1/12 heads.
On the 1/12. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I thought I was at the end. Maybe I wasn't. Oh, there's more. See, I saw the boxes. I thought that was it. Okay. Oh. So this is the one that.
Yeah, I have the
one that Eric used.
I have that one too. I did a custom for that one.
I've actually got one of these that Eric Miller painted. It was one of the first things I traded for in the community. Was this one here?
Nice.
So, that's a cool one. I've seen a lot of people use that
the
one.
Krampus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, these are cool. This guy, that guy's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
I used that on one of my Malifars as an alternate head for the Malifar. Yeah.
This thing's creepy as heck.
Right?
Ogre scale too, 9-inch.
Got to put it on at the Salvus.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think I've got one of these in my collection too that somebody sent me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, some cool stuff here. I really like this one.
Yeah,
I thought that was something that somebody made specifically for Eric. I've never seen anybody else use that one.
I used that one, Curtis.
This one?
Yeah.
You did a custom with this?
I did. Remember when I did that Goblin Stitch? The one using the Power Rangers body?
Oh, the doctor thing, the little guy?
Yeah. Yeah, and then the next post after that, he had like a Frankenstein monster orc with him. It uses that head.
Hold on. I'm going to Joji Customs.
You're going to have to go way back, brother.
Oh, it's pretty old. Yeah, that's all right.
I don't post very often.
I'm digging the idea of a Franken orc, though. I'm really liking
that so much and do some
right
customizing.
Well, the story was that the doctor's Stitch, you know, like I did not a preview post, but like a previous post where the doctor's there talking to another orc, and he says, well, he'll live, but he won't live well. And then the next is the custom, and he's kind of pieced back together.
Oh, I'm seeing your God's Fire right now. Oh, man, I don't think I saw this. Your Fallen is really cool.
Oh,
your Redeemer, you actually put like a cloth over his eyes. I like that.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're actually a good customizer.
Curtis is like, I didn't know you did this stuff.
It's been so long since I've seen you do anything. Your mud thumps are amazing. I know those were great. I just haven't seen you do anything for so long.
I haven't done anything.
It's actually kind of sad. It breaks my heart. What is this? You did a gold dragon?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's before the cosmic stuff, even.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been, man, if you had those cosmic parts, that would have been even better.
No, yeah, right.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I just got to the goblin with the Power Ranger thing. And then
it should have been right after that.
It is not right after that. Right after that is a bog goblin dancing with a top hat. It's like 3 or 4 after that, but now I see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you did a great job. Where's that torso from? You got this stitched up torso. Is that a planetary?
It's you can get it a lot of places. I got it from Noble Bear.
Oh, okay.
At the time.
It's probably like a Rodriguez.
Yeah, something like that. There's quite a few places that you can
Gotcha.
You can get it from.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Jesse. All right. If you want to get in here and share things, you get in here. Backseat driving motherfucker. Yeah, if you guys want to see what I was looking at, go to Joe G Customs and subscribe to his Instagram. Okay, you don't get a free sneak peek here.
I was actually trying to bring it up, but I can't find myself. Oh, there we go.
He doesn't know where he's at.
I don't know
Most
where
guys
I am.
find themselves around the age of 12, Joe.
I don't know what you're talking about, Oz.
What's under gallery? What do we got for gallery? Oh, okay. Oh, so now they've.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like they've got some fan painted stuff.
Ooh, I saw a cool Space Cowboy custom on here.
On yours?
Look at that skeletal.
Yeah, you
bro.
definitely got a cool Space Cowboy one. Okay, the vamps there, that's cool. It says Verto Orc Head, but that's definitely looks like a group of vamps. Ooh, a Spawn one with that Mortem Knight. That's cool. I wonder, like, did he paint all these, or are these ones that other people painted of his heads? It doesn't say. I don't know if Brian painted these themselves or what.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, here it like this one says Perry, but a lot of these other ones don't say who they're from. So,
one thing's looking like it was from Midnight Mass. That's awesome.
That's that ogre one that we were looking at.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, man, I dig that.
I like this one on Scaphoid. That's
Right?
neat too.
Y'all know Scaphoid's one of my favorite figures. I'm digging that.
This one's cool on Lord Dragul. I like that. That's just a cool head, man. You see that one's got a lot of diversity.
Right?
You know, we've seen it on several different. It looks different. It looks better on each one as we go through.
Oh, look at the fuller bodied. Is that even a Dragul anymore? Or he just put it on his
This is a
classics.
Yeah, that's I think that's the female the Filmation Classics Hordak.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. I love it. I freaking love
that's cool.
Here's
another one of the orc one. Now it's in purple. That's awesome. I like that. See, I'm actually showing stuff, Jesse.
I got mine up there too when you're ready, Curtis.
Okay. Ooh, look at this one with the scarring.
Yeah.
That's neat. Von Grayson Werewolf Hunter.
Not pop up.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably a Von Burks one or a Von Box one because I didn't see that available. Is this one that you have, Joe?
Yes, I do. I do actually have that one. I haven't done anything with it, but I did buy that one.
So what
that was on the web. I bought that from the website. That wasn't.
Okay, so that wasn't a box one, so it's not special according to you. Okay,
that's why
it's not
done
as special, but it's still pretty cool.
Okay. This is a cool little fight scene there. Knocking that guy off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
So cool little alien head. Man, he's got some neat stuff here. I don't know what this is all about. That's it. Nice gallery. Let's see. What do we got for videos? Oh, how to attach custom heads easily.
That's an old video, huh?
It's got some stuff from Jeremy's old Mythic Conversations. Krampus full body reveal. Powerful man reveal. Okay. Meet us. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Oh, it's Von Burke. It's Brian Burke himself. Thank you for taking time to get to know him. Been drawing since the earliest memories, and in high school went from drawing to clothing for friends to making custom graphics on blank skateboards. I wonder if he got any of those ones from Four Horsemen and painted them. Let's see, and that's it. So nothing on Emil, just Brian. This is about the Eventide Vampire Slayers. Interesting. So when they're saying vampire slayers, are they saying that they are vampires and they slay people, or they slay the vampires? Because they look like vampires.
I don't think the skeleton is a vampire.
Well, he's got vampire ears, unless
only because that head pack hasn't released yet. That's all.
Says the agenda is simple: eradicate any and all vampires, but they look like they're wearing vampire-eared armor. I don't understand.
It's to confuse the vampires. The vampires
Right,
don't
so
know whether
that they
to
can
attack or
blend
not.
in.
Okay.
They're like, they have ears. Should we bite them or not? And then they stake them when they're confused.
Well, because vampires don't see in color, right? So they don't know that that's actually metal.
yeah, their brains
Oh.
don't work very well with no blood flow, so they.
So that gal there, apparently her name is Eve, and she's an assassin, skilled in range tactics, and her signature weapon are a pair of pistol crossbows. So that's the ones that we were looking at. So she's got 2 of those, and she's just boom, 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 just spiking them motherfuckers,
just like
Oh.
that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right. Let's see. I think I went through everything here. So there you go. If you're interested in the Von box, go to vonberkstudios.com. I'm telling you, because they don't advertise their own shit. They're very terrible at marketing, but they make great stuff. They're great sculptors. They're great people. They're terrible marketers, terrible businessmen. So go and help them out. Buy these. Get some awesome mystery stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it. I already got 200 fucking heads to paint, but maybe I'll go and subscribe for a couple months and see what I get.
Hey, Curtis, you should find some people to paint those for you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look. Hey, is he going to finger us? Nope. He just put a hat over us. Thought he was going to finger us for a second. But yeah, do check out his Instagram, because he will finger you on Instagram. So do that.
Repeatedly, sometimes more than once in a day.
Yep. So here we go. We've got Joe Gonzalez Instagram, and this is the
I love that
Frank orc one that he did, along with his Power Ranger Goblin, which came out fantastic.
Yeah, that one was good.
Really,
I love that little goblin.
This
guy.
was the picture here. You know,
Yeah.
I did like a pre-custom post.
Yeah.
So
this was the
Yeah.
teaser.
it was. So
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Keith says, oh, and that's where the current theme is shown. Season of Dragon Knights Frost. Where was that? Where did you see
That was
the theme?
back on the about.
take my crap down. We got to know what the season is going to be.
Yeah. It was in the about.
Yeah, go back to the about and scroll.
I think you passed it.
Well, it scrolled on its own. I didn't fucking touch anything, just so you
Yep,
guys know.
go
It scrolled
up.
on its own.
There
we
it
go.
is.
Okay.
There it is.
So, Season of Dragon Knights Frost, and what does that tell? What months it covers? This month's Insane Von Box theme. So that's just this month, but the season's 3 months. So I don't know.
So
I
maybe
mean, I'm
this
guessing.
month is
I'm guessing
Frost
it is. My guess would be January, February, March is the first one. So then April, May, June would be the second one, and then July, August, September. So we probably got one more month of this one, and then it'll be into the next season, would be my guess. But it could be they started it on a weird one. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, Joe, you should be able to tell us, was this Season of Frost, is that do you have 2 of those so far? 2 boxes of that?
I don't know. I get one
He
every
doesn't know
month,
what we're
but
talking about.
I don't remember.
Do you even open them, or do you have like
I
some?
do. I showed you the box full of heads. I opened them.
Right. Okay.
I have the attention span of a gerbil.
I imagine
And-
Joe going around now and just decapitating toys at Walmart, and then he comes home with all the heads and throws them in a box.
So let me ask you something, Joe. Like, do you like make a mental note of what heads are in that box, to where like if all of a sudden you decide you want to do a custom, you go, oh, I've got a head for that, and it's in this box that I've got full of 30 heads.
Yeah. Well, that the point is for me to feel special for a second,
Okay.
and then totally forget about everything.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm going for that hit of dopamine, and then I move on to the next thing.
So if you went through that box that you showed us right now, how many heads would be in there that you didn't know you had?
Like 90%, probably. To be honest.
Oh, that's so great.
But when I get around to customizing, then
Right.
then
if
know,
you
I'll
if you
be
ever
set.
get to paint again, for sure.
If I ever get to paint again, I'm gonna be like loaded, man. The gun
Yeah.
is loaded. I just need to find the gun.
I mean, listen, I mean, if you like Knights, Season of Dragon Knights Frost sounds pretty freaking cool. I don't know what it means.
There's no bad heads. Like I said, I've been collecting them for quite a while, and I haven't gotten one yet that I was like, One time,
yeah,
Jesse said that he wanted them and wished he had ordered them, and I sent him the heads.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, but you know,
Such an exclusive club.
I also I'm well aware that I'm not going to get around to customizing. So
this thing's awesome.
Hey Joe, there's this show that you come on every almost every Saturday night where we all just sit around and BS all night. It's a great time to paint. Bud does it every week.
Yeah,
I can't paint when I'm on shows like this because I gotta have my paint station. Like, I don't know how people sit at their computer and do a show and paint. That's
right.
Yeah.
Bud does it every weekend we go live. Bud's sitting there painting. He just
this is that guy that he customized there.
Finster.
I actually picked this up for customizing, and it was so cool that I couldn't customize it. I just like it the way it is. Like, this thing is, listen, I'm not a Power Rangers guy, but I've got this guy in with my Cosmic collection. He's just freaking cool looking. I couldn't even bring myself to paint him.
Who's a monster sculptor?
I don't know, man. Take a look at my goblin again.
And then for those of you that have never had this character, like, this is pretty cool. So you open up this little case that he's got, and he's got like these little models of like bodies in here and stuff.
Oh, the putty
they come out. Yeah.
He was the OG sculptor. Yeah,
yep.
Man.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
You know what? It's on Amazon right now for $27.99.
Yeah,
character, dude. Yep. I picked it up for like $7. Like,
because he was on clearance for a while.
When they were on clearance, I bought like 3 of them.
Yeah,
it's a good call, Joe. It was a really good call because that apron.
Dude,
well, what's neat?
He's got this little magnifying glass. All the different tools, like all these tools come out. Like, they're not just attached. Like, like every one of these come out and everything. He's just a cool dude, man.
It's a great figure, but the scale actually pop and swaps with Legion's goblins.
Yeah.
If you look at my my picture again,
look at the one that hold on, let me take me off of this, and then there we go.
Oh yeah, look at the things for the hands too.
So if you look, like I just heated it up and popped his arms out and was able to just pop the goblin hands right in. Same thing with the feet. Those are Wolf King Customs goblin feet.
Nice.
They just popped right in. Like,
you use the upper arm of that figure, but then put the lower arm, like from the elbow down, of a goblin into it.
Right, of a Mythic Legion's goblin. I just painted like it's the chainmail part, but I painted it, like green, so it looks like his arm. But
that wasn't okay, gotcha. It looks like
that's a Mythic Legion's complete lower arm. I just painted it green.
Yeah, but it looked like the bear one, like from like Queen Urxa and stuff. It looked like the green arm. So you're saying that's like one of the chainmail ones, but
yeah. And I just painted the chainmail green. You can't even tell.
And then the lower body, what did you just used?
It's his lower body. I just put the goblin feet on it.
Oh, and they just pop right in?
They just pop right in.
Oh, wow.
Way to go, Hasbro. Glad that you decided to make it pop and swap with Legions.
Yep.
It's a great company.
The neck too, like it's the Finster head or whatever his name is, neck, and just painting it green, it looks like it completely fits with the goblin head.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Yeah. So
I like the little touches of blood you threw on his apron.
Yeah, because he's a surgeon. So yeah, that was the only thing was I didn't prime the apron before I painted it, and that was a huge mistake because it's kind of like a rubbery substance, and the paint like would rub off super easy. So if you are going to do something, make sure and prime that apron first.
And if you're going to prime it, anytime that you're priming softer, like rubbery or softer plastic, you want to use a really good primer. Like Citadel primer is usually the best to use for that.
Yeah.
So you can get away with a cheaper primer on like a 3D printed head, like a resin head.
Mhm.
But any sort of like softer rubbery goods, you definitely want to use a good primer. So
Yeah.
Good to know.
So, but yeah,
Awesome.
it worked out good, you know. And I even put this is a Wolf King, the like a
goblin head.
horseman's. No, the weapon right there that I'm highlighting. That's a Wolf King.
Oh yeah, that's the one
piece.
of the God Fire ones.
Yeah,
I think it's the Believer carries that. Maybe
it's a club, some kind of club.
Yeah,
but,
it's for killing vampires. It's like a stake. It's a fist with a stake.
right.
Yeah.
And I because the roll, I thought the like he's not making biscuits, you know. What does he need a dough roller for, you know? So I put that in there. So
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you know, with the original Flintster, he's working with clay, so sometimes you got to roll your Play-Doh out.
right. I just didn't think that it fit for like the surgeon, you know,
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about
character,
that.
but yeah, I don't know. Pretty cool. He turned out pretty cool. That knife is from Anthony Houseal.
You got rid of his little magnifying glass too.
I was going to use that for something else. I'm not even sure what I did with it or what I was going to use it for. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I was going to use it for something else, and I don't even know what I did with it now. I forget what I was going to use it for. Whoops.
Jesse's saying that's for anesthesia, the rolling pin, just knocking them out. I guess.
I dig it.
It's like
Goblins don't use that.
Bugs Bunny anesthesia. Yeah. Well, show these while you got your Instagram up. Show these people some other of the stuff you did when you used to customize. When you used to be a customizer.
Shoot. There's nothing good on here.
That's not true. All your mud bumps.
There's that gold dragon.
Oh, that looks good.
You know. The red one was better.
Now that was before the cosmic stuff. So what did you use for hands and feet on that dragon?
I love this one. It's one of my favorites, you know, because they're making fun of the dumb ogre. But
Dude,
and mom's mad in the background.
What did you use for Momo? The like, what is that body where he's got his butt hanging out?
Oh, that's the regular ogre butt. It's gray. I painted it green.
You just took the fur off from underneath the belt?
No, so like,
oh no, it's there. It's just like lifted up.
Yeah, right. She's lifting it up with the wand or
gotcha.
whatever.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. Just I don't know.
I
This
don't
is
know,
gray on the actual figures.
Yeah.
I painted it green so that it would look like his butt was hanging out for this photo.
Gotcha.
So.
The way that he's squatting, it looked like it's a bulkier body, like you use like an Incredible Hulk or something.
Oh
So
no!
That's
it's
interesting.
Just an ogre body.
Interesting.
The gold dragon. So the Carlo is what's the
Immortal Collections?
Immortal Collections. So this is their Oni ogre sets.
Oh,
so that's the torso, the hands, and the feet are from their Oni stuff.
Gotcha.
And that's a planetary dog head on it.
That makes sense.
Uh-oh. What just happened? Oh, I hit the back button. Hold on.
There's your swig up top.
Way back. I missed. Yep. Some photography. I really like that photo. That's my cigarette smoke right there.
I like that one. How me and Jesse were like impressed with the smoke, and you're like, yeah, he was just smoking a cigarette. And
yeah. I just blew cigarette smoke on it and snapped a picture. Yeah.
Like I'm watching Trevor's photobomb this week, and they're talking about like these fancy fog machines that they're buying and all this kind of shit. And Joe's like, "Yeah, just smoke a cigarette and blow it into my toys." Yeah,
that's why I like watching Skydra
to make sure that I can never sell any of my figures, because I'm never going to sell my legions. As soon as I open them, I rub it on my dog and then I blow cigarette smoke on it, so nobody will ever want to buy it.
Very nice.
Why don't you just lip it like Curtis?
There you go. Only if it's got.
I don't know if that would
you know,
discourage
ridges.
people.
Hey, speaking of Curtis,
Yep.
look at that.
There's Tiss the Cur right there.
He's sitting right up here. I got two of my favorite customs right there. One from Joe and one from Jordan together.
Nice.
They're a dynamic duo here. Let me show you. Let me take his. Let me remove Joe's stuff so we can see you guys. So I've got these two together as gunslingers. So
Hey, Jesse.
So it's the one that Joe did and then the one that Jordan did. So they're a team.
I love
That's
it.
badass. Why did you
Yeah.
take the hat off of the cowboy, man? He's just
I
not
think
the
he looks
same.
cooler without the hat. I usually
I
put it on
disagree.
the, like next to him.
I disagree.
I don't know. I just think he looks badass without the hat. What did you do for this? Like, what is this around?
It's
The
a
cloth.
scarf from GPS lot on eBay.
Because it's wired. It's really nice. Like it stays on his face really well.
Yeah,
So-
it's just a GPS lot scarf, and I just
Mhm.
like put it over how I wanted the bandana to be and twisted it
Yeah.
in the back.
It's not
It's
a
really
bandana.
good.
It's an ascot.
The coolest part about him though is the magnets on the guns.
Oh yeah. I've got the. That's why I keep the one on his side where it's actually holstered. You know,
Right.
so that
Yeah. I really
Then you
that
couldn't
was-
you couldn't just not have it displayed with one of those like that.
right.
Like, it's
Right.
just too cool. So
Yeah. His guns are actually held on with a magnet. So
yeah.
That is awesome.
Or as my kids would say, mangets. So yeah. Oh, Jesse's here. Hey, Jesse.
Jesse is here.
All right.
So
Got a
this
unicorn.
is one of my favorites. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong screen. So, well, it didn't really blow it up, but this one is all done with Horseman parts. Like that's just a Balius head.
What is the horn?
That's from my action figure customs unicorn wand, and I just cut the handle off of it and like glued it to his forehead.
One of those. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like that one.
Yeah. White's a bitch.
Actually, there's a
not if you-
documentary about when Joe got that unicorn horn. It's called Legend. You should watch it. It's a really good documentary about how Joe stole a unicorn's horn.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't need it in the state he was in. So I don't know. I really like the way the parts came together on that one. That one.
You were
was
saying
fun.
that I said painting white's a bitch, and then
Not if you airbrush, dumbass. So I'm just messing with you, Curtis.
Okay, since now we're down to like nobody in the chat, can I tell you something?
Sure.
Here, let me just pull this up real quick. And I'm not going to be able to show you, which Jesse will be mad at, but let me tell you what I'm looking at. So here's what I'm viewing in my cart right now on my Amazon cart. Vallejo airbrush thinner, Vallejo airbrush cleaner, Paint Project reusable respirator, Master airbrush quick release disconnector, and a airbrush dual action airbrush kit with 3 airbrushes and compressor. I have
Damn.
not pulled the trigger. It's sitting in my.
That's a loadout.
You gotta let it
If
in my
all
cart.
if all your airbrushing is the kind of paints that we use, I don't think you need the respirator. I don't use a respirator.
Yeah, but you also like suck in mine dust all day too. So
And
Oh,
he
yeah, that
smokes,
is
let's
true.
not forget.
Yeah.
Well, the smoking actually creates a protective layer of tar on my lungs that protects me
That's
from
right.
the paint
That's
fumes.
right.
Yeah. So
It's exactly what it is, Joe. I support
Yep.
you in that.
what are
But,
those bracers from?
those are also from Immortal Collections. That was part of their
Really?
only stuff. That and the shins too. I don't
That's
know.
cool.
If you
I
can
like
see.
that.
Yeah, there's the shins. So those are from Immortal Collections. Also, the torso is a Planetary Dog. It's being retired this month.
I'm waiting for somebody to convince me to pull the trigger on my Amazon cart. So just FYI.
Hey, Curtis.
I do a lot of airbrushing. So
I can call Amber back in. She can help me with that.
She can boom enable me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Curtis, pull your Amazon cart back up.
Yeah, it's up.
All right, now hit the one tap buy. Hit that checkout.
Yeah, that's not really convincing me though.
I wasn't.
This one was fun for me because the relic that Snag stole for them is actually the pre-order bonus from Gothotropolis.
Nice.
So it's actually holding an artifact.
A rare item indeed, didn't he?
It's probably the most rare piece that I own. So yeah. So that was a little secret Easter egg I threw in there. I don't know why we're looking at my stuff.
Jesse, I don't know why, but Dylan's calling you a pink man. So,
awesome.
I don't know.
No, it's
you're
science.
We can't hear you, Jesse. I think you're muted or something.
I said that's a reference to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I thought he was just calling you a pink man.
Science.
Wait, did you just have a whole bunch of figures in that?
This one I like. I like the Redeemer that you got the cloth over his eyes. That's awesome. Based on the story. Yeah.
It was I actually got the idea from like an old kung fu movie. Like one of those really old, like 70s ones where it had the bad dub and everything. But
yeah,
I really liked it because the blind martial artist had the white eyes, but he would, have the cloth over it and still kick everybody's butt. So that's where I got the inspiration for that.
That's cool.
Oops. Holy moly. Yeah, this one turned out all right.
Jesse's gonna yell at you for having
Don't
stuff
stream
pop
distracted.
I'm always distracted. Who kittens?
As long as it's not popping up on screen.
I've had that happen.
He's just quick enough to take it off.
Well, I don't even know what it is. I just don't want to distract from what we're doing. So it might not even be anything bad. Yeah, this was fun. This wolf is actually custom too. I got the head and the tail from Noble Bear, and it's a battle cat body.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That was that Masterverse battle cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought those legs looked familiar.
Yeah. That one was fun. My Valentine's post. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Leva.
Oh my gosh. Jesse. Wait, Jesse. You did that on purpose.
He was doing it on purpose.
He's sabotaging you.
Jesse, stop it. This was a kit from Planetary Dog. That was fun.
Yeah, I've seen that. I did. I've seen that kit, but I've not done one. But that's cool. I like it.
I really like that.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
It was fun. That was a fun piece.
Yeah, I'm fading too, Ragon. So
I gotta head out.
I'm putting you guys to sleep with my customs. All right, take this crap off of here.
We've been streaming for almost 4 hours. So, Ragon, you got STL tomorrow or no?
Yes, they're going live at 6. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it.
Okay.
I have a prior engagement, but if I'm back in time, I will definitely jump on.
Okay. And then the following weekend, we got JesseCon, as well as RetroCon. So anybody on that East Coast side of things, definitely check that out. If you're not on the East Coast side and you're on the West Coast side, there's also the same weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, there is a show in Arizona, Street Team. So check them out. So if you're on the East, you're on the West, it don't matter. Delta loves them some flying. And it'd be showing like a motherfucker. So yeah, check out STL tomorrow. Oz,
I'm on STL tomorrow, Curtis.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
Very nice. Well, I'll see you there then. Usually A lot of times they'll throw me a link. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on if Ryan's there. Ryan likes having me on. I'm not sure the other two like me. So, but we'll see.
That's their problem.
We'll see. I might be on with you. We'll see. Oz, you going live tomorrow?
You know it. Same time. Well, same-ish time. Between 9:30 and 10 p.m. tomorrow night, doing the usual clubhouse hangout. So, hope to see some of you guys there. Always a fun time. We'll talk about gut health, the Holocaust, how you can acquire human skulls.
Very nice.
Colorful conversations.
What about you, Joe? You traveling this weekend, or you gonna be?
I was supposed to, but my plan might have been canceled this week. So I'll find out for sure tomorrow morning. But I might be available for the clubhouse tomorrow.
I'll shoot you the link.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'll find out in the morning for sure and let you know, Oz. But yeah, it's sounding like I might.
Cool. You can paint stuff while we're on.
I probably can't. like Curtis said, I have like a whole paint setup.
I get it.
And, yeah, that is not at the computer desk. Yeah.
Now, Bud just manages to work all of his stuff at his computer desk.
And then I'll be on PGG tomorrow night. And then Sunday, we've got Rob Zamora in the house on Shooting the Shelf. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
So talk to my Wonka bro.
Did you see they made a chocolate Wonka pop?
I did not see that.
I didn't see the pop.
I'll have to check that out. I did see that they announced the Vac Metal Bluegrass and Strongheart today.
Yes, they did.
Steelheart. I don't know what a Steel Will, whatever the fuck that dude's name is. The one with the football helmet.
Blue ball and silver wing.
Who to what?
I said blue balls and silver wings.
That's not it.
No.
But anyway,
it sounded accurate.
It was a fun show. It was a long show. Thank you for those that watched even after I told you not to. Sorry for the bitch session for the first 45 minutes. Don't worry about that, Jesse. You don't need to check it out.
I won't.
Good. Thank you. And until next time, we'll see you on the OffWorld. Oh, that's the intro.